Cold air barreled into southern Indiana just in time to wrap up the calendar year. A championship is up for grabs amidst the chilly air tonight. Welcome to our high school boys basketball broadcast here on 96.9 WKLO, online at WKLO969.com, on the WKLO 969 YouTube channel, as well as on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. We welcome you to our Davis Crushstone pregame show. We hope you're having a good Monday night. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Come on in for this gathering of family, friends, and fans. The Corydon Central Panthers, with a 7-1 record, have completed the long bus ride into Spencer County, just 4 miles west of Santa Claus and Holiday World and Splash and Safari, to match up with the Heritage Hills Patriots, who come in with an 8-2 record tonight here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City, Indiana. The Patriots entered the tournament 6-2, having played a pretty tough schedule in the early going. Heritage Hills had 2 losses early on, both of those coming to quality opponents. They played in a shootout against Lenton Stockton to begin the season, or, well, not to begin the season, but early on, in fact, against the Miners. And the Patriots fell short in that game to that very good Lenton team in the early going of the season. That was just Heritage Hills' 3rd game of the season on December 6th, after they had beaten Evansville Central and North Harrison. We saw them in that opening game against the Cougars back on November 29th, 2 days after Thanksgiving. The Patriots lost to Lenton and then reeled off 4 straight wins over North Posey, Floyd Central, Mount Vernon of Posey, and Evansville Memorial before they fell to Davis County, Kentucky, 82-53 in Owensboro a week ago Saturday, I should say. The Patriots lost to an out-of-state opponent, gave them a little time to rest, recuperate, and they came back ready to go Saturday. Although they got off to a slow start against Evansville Christian, they only trailed by 1 point at halftime in that contest, but the Patriots came out second half, went on a 14-2 run, and that spurred them to a 73-62 win eventually over the Eagles. So Heritage Hills stayed in the winner's bracket on Saturday here on their home floor, and they took on Boonville in the second game. And talking to the broadcaster for Heritage Hills down here in Santa Claus, Steve Kolb, he said it was so physical, it got out of hand, and he said that it was a game that really was about as physical as it could possibly be. It was a game where it got too physical at times, he thought, and the Patriots were down by 4 at halftime and actually trailed 39-37 going into the fourth quarter. But the good news for Josh Wetzel's team was they came out ready to go in that fourth quarter, and they soared to a 22-9 advantage in the final frame, en route to a 59-48 win to put them in position to win the championship here tonight on their home floor. Heritage Hills has a very good starting 5 on this roster. They're very balanced, too. A team that features 3 double-figure scorers on this team. Jake Pryor, 6'6 senior. He'll be playing on the wing tonight. He's averaging right about 16 points per contest to go with 5.5 rebounds per game. Joining him is his classmate Peyton Gray, who's going to go play baseball in Bowling Green, Kentucky, at Western Kentucky starting next year. Gray is averaging 15.5 points, 5.4 rebounds per game so far for the Patriots. And then their third double-figure scorer is Tate Wetzel, 6'6 and a junior, averaging 14.3 points and a team-high 7.9 rebounds per contest so far. But if you think those are the only guys that contribute, you could not be more wrong. Gunnar Lubehusen, 6'2 and a junior, will be the primary point guard tonight. He's averaging 5.7 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game so far for the Patriots. Meanwhile, Trey Tyree, 6'2 and a junior, 3.4 points per contest. And then Micah Toller will be the 6th man off the bench. The 6'3 junior is averaging 4 points and 4 rebounds per game for Heritage Hills so far. For the Corydon Central Panthers, they come in tonight, and they are the first team to make it 5 straight championship game appearances in the history of this illustrious tournament. Corydon's looking for their 4th title all time tonight. Now, they lost, of course, in the championship game the last 3 years. 2 of those losses in 2022 and 2023 were to Heritage Hills. Of course, they had Trent Sisley on the roster at that time. And then last year, they played Charlestown over at Tell City and fell to the Pirates by a final of 43-42. The Panthers are looking to win their first championship since 2021 when they upset Heritage Hills 65-57 over at South Spencer in that title tilt. And so the Panthers looking to get back into this one tonight. And, of course, on Saturday they had contributions all over the place. Jack Vessel averaging 18.5 points between the two victories on Saturday over Tell City and Perry Central. Devin Murphy, 17.5 points on average on Saturday. Grant Lindemann, 16 points on average. And Ben Groover averaged 10.5 points in those two games. But the one guy who really was impressive in scoring, stepping up, was Hudson Withers, the 6'1 junior, averaging 8.5 points per game for the Panthers in those two contests on Saturday. He stepped up big. The Panthers' hustle, their passing, their ability to get high-quality shots, it was on full display Saturday. They will need a similar effort here tonight with the effort and with the shooting eye that they had on Saturday if they're going to knock off this very talented Heritage Hills team. I had the chance to talk to both head coaches before tonight's championship game. I spoke with Heritage Hills head coach Josh Wetzel about the Patriots' growth through the last month, getting to the championship tonight, and his thoughts on the Panthers. I talked with Corydon Central head coach Joseph Fenton about the win over Perry Central on Saturday night, making it back to this round, and the scouting report on the Patriots. You'll be able to hear from the coaches after the commercial breaks here from the Red Gym in Lincoln City. This is the Davis Crush Stone pregame show, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crush Stone at 812-347-2707. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball and the Perry Spencer Classic Championship on 96.9 WKLO.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
We continue along with our Davis Crush Stone pregame show at the PSC Holiday Classic Championship here on 96.9 WKLO. Heritage Hills ready to host Corydon Central tonight in the championship game. And joining us now is Josh Wetzel, head coach of the Patriots, as his team gets ready for this matchup. And, Coach, last time we saw you guys was just a month ago, 2 days after Thanksgiving, when you came to North Harrison. And I know you were kind of looking and trying to see what you had with this team, even though you had some experience coming back. So how's the team developed here over the first 30 days of regular season since you started playing games here?
We're off to a great start. We're sitting at 8-2 right now, and obviously playing for a championship tonight in the PSC tournament here. The guys just continue to develop and work together as a team. We focused on that togetherness and working harder this year, and I think they've all started to buy into that, and good things are happening as we continue through the season here.
Well, and looking at your game at North Harrison back at the beginning of the season, it seems like it's kind of a microcosm of now, in the sense that you kind of started off trying to feel your way through the early portion of the season, but then you also have developed, and it seems like you've got a pretty consistent thing going right now.
Yeah, we do. We tend to pound the ball inside a little bit, and then utilize our shooters on the outside whenever they kind of double down on us. So that's kind of been our identity here as of late, and it's kind of built from that first game you mentioned back in right after Thanksgiving, playing North Harrison, and we've just kind of built from there, and each player seems to be getting a little stronger each game at a time, and we just hope to continue to build on that.
And obviously you guys have had some tough teams on your schedule as well that have challenged you. And so how would you say the guys have handled that tough schedule here through your first 10 games so far?
They've handled it extremely well. Every night's a battle. Our games always seem to be physical, and it's a grind throughout the game. We had a game early on against Linton where towards the end of the game they kind of turned it on us, ended up beating us later on in the fourth quarter. And since that point, we've been able to kind of learn from that and switch the roles here. And we've been able to do that to a couple teams on our schedule here.
Well, and one thing I noticed too, Coach, looking at your stats, obviously you guys are a very balanced team. It's not just one guy who carries you. You have a lot of different guys who are versatile and can do a lot of different things for you out on the floor as well.
We've got a ton of guys that just they do what they do best, whether it's shooting the ball or playing in the post. But that mix makes us hard to guard. Whenever you can stop one option, the next guy steps up, and we've got multiple guys that are able to do that. Scoring wise, we've got 3 guys that are kind of leading us, but on any given night, any of those other guys can step up and put the ball in the basket as well.
Yeah, no question. And defensively, how would you say your team is coming along on that side on the floor so far?
Well, that's been one of our biggest focuses this year, and it's something we're continually working on. But we've seen some stretches of some really good defense, and we've kind of lapsed at times as well. So we're just looking for that consistency throughout the entire game.
And as far as your first 2 games here in the tournament, you guys, of course, hosted on Saturday, had a good Evansville Christian team that came in, close game at halftime. They were up. You come back second half, win it. And then kind of a similar story in game 2, close game at halftime, down 4. But your guys stepped up big there down the stretch.
Yeah, we got off to a slow start in both of those first 2 games. We talked this morning about having to get off to a little bit better start tonight against this very good Corydon Central team and not put ourselves in a hole and have to dig out of it like we have been.
And obviously, look at that Boonville game, Coach. And we were following the end of that game there as far as the scores on Saturday. It was a 2-point game. They led going into the fourth quarter, but your team really seemed to turn it on there in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's one of those stretches where we decided to buckle down and play defense. And then we're able to put the ball in the hole on the other end and went through a stretch there to kind of pull away and finish that one out. In the morning game, we went on a 14-2 run later on to kind of stretch that one out as well. So we just got to be able to buckle down the whole game and defend like we have in those spurts late in the fourth quarters.
I know you, of course, the goal for every coach is you want to get to 4 quarters and play that well, but just for your guys to be able to step up the way they have been down the stretch, it's got to be encouraging to see that also.
It has. It's still fairly early in the season. I know we're almost halfway through our games, but we've got a lot of time to work on things before sectional rolls around, and that's one of our goals is to get to the point where we're playing 4 full quarters a night.
And, of course, tonight you mentioned earlier Corydon Central, the team you're playing for the championship here. And as you've scouted this Panther team coming into tonight, what stands out to you about what Corydon has?
They've got 3 really good shooters. 3 guys that can just put the ball in the hole. 2 guys will shoot from pretty much anywhere on the floor. Another guy likes to get to the basket a little bit more often. But they play hard. They're in your face on defense, and they're just able to make shots. So we're really going to have to step it up from the start and make them make tough shots.
I don't know. We talked about there at the North Harrison game how you guys want to push the pace. You want to get up and down the floor. And Corydon likes to play a very similar style to you guys in that regard.
They do. We get up and down the floor a little quicker than maybe we have in the past. But they definitely, and a lot of those guys have played together before, and they really push the tempo, look to get shots quickly in transition. And again, that's another thing we discussed this morning was we've got to take away that first shot opportunity for them and make them work for a good one.
And as far as the Patriots go coming into tonight, everybody healthy, available, ready to go?
Yep, everybody's healthy, and I think everybody's geared up and ready to go play for a championship.
All right, sounds good. Coach Wetzel, thank you again for taking the time for the talk here in our pregame coverage. You and your Heritage Hills Patriots have a good game here tonight at home with Corydon Central.
Thank you. Appreciate the coverage, and go Patriots.
All right, Josh Wetzel, Heritage Hills head coach, joining us here in our Davis Crushstone pregame show. Stay tuned. We've got Coach Hinton coming up after the break as you're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball in the PSC Holiday Classic Championship right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
We continue along as our Davis Crushed Stone pregame show prior to the Perry Spencer Classic Championship rolls on here on 96.9 WKLO. Corydon Central playing in tonight's championship against Heritage Hills. Head coach Joseph Benton with us as always as the Panthers get set for this matchup. And Joe, looking back at Saturday, obviously, first quarter there, first couple minutes, Perry Central got off to a really good start, got 5-0, and then it was 9-5, but then Grant makes a three, gives you guys the lead, and then from then on it just seemed like everybody kind of settled in and started playing their game.
Yeah, I thought Perry Central came out and gave us a little punch there in the beginning, but our guys stayed true to the course. They understood what we needed to do, and I thought we did a great job after that. Teams are going to give you your best, and that's what's going to happen when you guys are being successful, and other teams are going to want to beat you, so you got to make sure you're bringing it every single night.
Yeah, well, of course, you guys have played well that morning, and then you come back in the evening. Sometimes takes a little bit to get things going, but it just seemed like once the guys got going there, they were able to get things established pretty well on both ends of the floor there.
You just got to get in the flow of the game. You got to get to the pace that we want to play and the style that we want to play, and once that happened, I thought we did a really good job. We just got to make sure that going into tonight's game that we get in that flow a little earlier and understand that there's a lot more riding on this than just a regular season game. It'd be nice to walk away with the championship, and especially to play someone like Heritage Hills on their home court, it's going to be a tough game.
No doubt. Well, and I know you guys offensively were rolling. You guys got the shots you wanted. I thought shot selection really for both games on Saturday was really good, and we talked about that after the game, the spacing that you guys had and the passing as well.
Absolutely. You got to make sure the offense is running with that spacing, or else you can't get anything going on. If you get too crowded, then it's just not going to work out. You've got to be able to get the ball inside and out, and the only way to do that is to be on the correct spots on the floor. But I thought we moved the basketball extremely well. I know we had several assists throughout both of those games, and I thought we ran our offense and executed.
Well, I thought what was also impressive, too, was there, especially in stretches there in the second half, you guys did a great job crashing the offensive glass. Even when you did have misses, you got second chance opportunities, and the hustle was really quite good against Perry Central overall.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We can't give up extra points for the other team on the offensive glass, but we also need to find some extra points for ourselves. And we got some guys that can do that. We've got to be able to crash the glass if we want to stay in ball games. Rebounding is so important. It's one of the 4 main factors that help you win a ball game. And we have to make sure that we control that tonight.
Yeah, and also, too, not just that, but you guys were getting deflections, getting hands in the passing lanes, and when you weren't getting those deflections, you're getting steals and then taking it the other way and getting out in transition there.
You got to make extra possessions for yourself. There's only so many possessions in a basketball game. And, again, the only 2 ways really to get that is to cause turnovers or to get offensive rebounds. And if you can do both of those things, you give yourself extra possessions, and then the math will start mathing. The more possessions you get, the more points you can score, and then you can end up winning the ball game.
And I know you challenged your bench. You talked about that before the Tell City game Saturday. It seemed like they really did a good job both games, bringing you guys energy, but also contributing to the team in a multitude of ways, too.
Oh, yeah. They did a much better job. They're starting to get their feet wet a little bit more opportunities for themselves to go out there and show us what they can do. I was really proud of the way our bench came off this past weekend, and the way they played out there on the court, and hopefully we can continue that going further. That way you keep your guys fresh. That way you get a flow of things and rotations and getting guys opportunities to be able to show what they can do.
Well, of course, tonight you kind of alluded to Heritage Hills a little bit. The Patriots are coming in playing well. It's, of course, this being on their home floor as well. So as you look at the Patriots coming in, Joe, what stands out to you about their team?
Well, they like to crash the glass. They like to get in transition. A lot of their points they get comes from chaos. They're pretty athletic. They take some questionable shots here and there, but when you crash the glass, that doesn't matter. But they like to score in transition. They look a lot of ball screens there for wing threes. They'll get the ball inside the Wetzel a lot and try to pound you inside a little bit. It's a tough opponent, and it's a big challenge for us. It's a team that can get us ready going down the road for who we got to play, whether Charlestown, Silver Creek, Brownstown, any of those tough teams coming up. This is a game that can get us prepared for sectionals down the road.
Obviously, they have guys who have played a lot of varsity basketball throughout their careers. Of course, Peyton Gray and Jake Pryor are two guys that stand out in that regard. And they're as formidable a backcourt as you guys will see all season.
Oh, yes. Tremendous athletes. Pryor can shoot the heck out of it. He can score from any spot out there on the court. He has a good floater. The great kid is just super athletic. I think he's going to Western Kentucky for baseball, so that shows you how good of an athlete he is. And then, like we talked about the Wetzel. Wetzel being as big as he is, that can cause some trouble on the inside. Those are the three guys that we really have to put our emphasis on tonight if we want to win.
Yeah, and of course, too, with the Heritage Hills, they do like to get up and down. They also play physical, and they really try to make you have to work on offense with the way they play defense, too.
Can we handle the physicality? Can we handle the emotions? Can we handle the moment? I believe that we can. That's something that we've been tested with before, whether it was the North Harrison game or the Jasper game, or even going up to Scottsburg. There's some games that we've already played this year that have mentally tested us to get us ready for a moment like this. Hopefully we have learned from our decisions in the past, and we can make a better ball game out of it.
As far as the Panthers go tonight, everybody available, ready to go for this championship game?
Absolutely. Everybody's healthy and ready to go. I think the boys are really locked in during our walkthrough today. They know what's on the table tonight, and they're excited to get back out there for these Corydon Central fans.
Sounds good. Joe, as always, we appreciate the time for the talk. As always, you and the Panthers have a good game here tonight at Heritage Hills against the Patriots.
All right, we appreciate you guys. I'll see you up after the game. Hopefully a great move, right? As always, go Panthers.
All right, Joseph Hinton with us here at our Davis Crush Show pregame show. Stay with us. We got the starting lineup coming up next as you're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
For generations, Prosser has been at the heart of our community. We need you. The Prosser Alumni Association helps seniors who need transitional support, guiding them into jobs or career path and giving them the resources to succeed. Students can apply for scholarships in January at prosseralumni.org. Alumni, join us now. Be a member, donate, or sponsor and help mold the next generation of leaders. Visit prosseralumni.org. Prosser. Skills today, success tomorrow.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat Low-Fill Insulation System makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat Insulation System by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. If you need to borrow money for a home loan, car loan, even loans for boats, RVs, you name it, First Harrison Bank will get you competitive rates with fast, local decisions. Apply online at firstharrison.com. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We wrap up our Davis Crestone pregame show here tonight at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City. Let's take a look at tonight's starters. First for the home team in this championship game, the Heritage Hills Patriots. 8-2 record, averaging 60.4 points, giving up 54 per game. They will go with Gunnar Lubehusen at point guard, 6'2" and a junior, 5.7 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game. The second guard will be Peyton Gray at 6'1" and a senior, 15.5 points, 5.4 rebounds per game. In the front court will be Trey Tyree, 6'2" and a junior, 3.4 points, 3 rebounds per game. Tate Wetzel at the other forward is 6'6" and a junior, 14.3 points, 8 rebounds per game. And then the third guard will be Jake Pryor, 6'6" and a senior, 15.9 points, 5.5 rebounds on average for Heritage Hills. Their head coach is Josh Wetzel. The Heritage Hills graduate is in his first season leading the Patriots. Again, their record is 8-2. For the Corydon Central Panthers, averaging 67.6 points and giving up 43.1 points per game. The Panthers at 7-1 coming in. They'll start their normal lineup. Grant Lindemann, 5'11" and a junior, averaged 16 points on Saturday at Tell City. Devin Murphy, 6'2" and a senior, is the second guard, 17.5 points per game on Saturday at Tell City. In the front court, JoJo McCarty, 6'1" and a junior, 4 points per game. Ben Groover, 6'3" and a junior, will be the second forward. He averaged 10.5 points over the 2 games at Tell City on Saturday. And then Jack Fessel, the 6'4" senior, at the third guard, 18.5 points per game for the Panthers. Their head coach, of course, Joseph Hinton. He is in his 7th year as the head coach at Corydon Central. Their record is 89-63. The Panthers will be in the road black uniforms tonight, white letters and numbers, trimmed in old gold. Old gold trim around the collar and the shoulders, the old gold stripe going down both sides of the uniform with the small Black Panther head on both sides of the shorts, and then the Black Panther head outlined on the back of the jersey above the number. Heritage Hills in the home white uniforms, navy blue letters and numbers trimmed in red. Patriots, medium block letters straight across the front of the uniform above the number. Double blue stripes on top of the shoulders, around the bottom of the shorts, blue trim around the shoulders and the collar as well, with the Circle HH logo on both sides of the shorts for the Patriots, also on the back of the jersey above the number. Panthers have it. They're going away from us here from the balcony here at Heritage Hills. Grant Lindemann gets it stripped away and stolen. Jake Pryor gets it at midcourt, and then Lindemann going to be called for the reach-in foul off of the turnover on the right wing. Pryor got the ball to the center court circle, and Lindemann reached in to foul him there. Grant picking up the foul, his first and the team's first of the night as well, with 7:40 to go here in the opening quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Jake Pryor, the inbound from Lubehusen. Gunnar Lubehusen takes it to the middle of the floor, now throws it right side to Trey Tyree. Tyree between the circles to Jake Pryor. Pryor, the fourth-year varsity player, goes back to Tyree on the right wing. Straight away now to Gunnar Lubehusen. Lubehusen left elbow to Peyton Gray. Drives on Jack Fessel. Throws up the shot off the front of the rim. Tyree, weak side rebound. Can't get the putback, and the rebound behind him. Devin Murphy is able to grab it. Panthers bringing it back up the floor now. Into the corner goes McCarty with it. Up top to Lindemann. Left side, JoJo still there. Gets it up to the wing to Murphy. He'll head fake. He'll back it out. 1 minute into this one on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. We are scoreless. Gruber got it back, gave it up to Murphy, takes it to the top of the key, 18 feet away, and he's called for the walk before he can get the pass away to JoJo McCarty. 2 early turnovers for the Panthers, and a little bit like Saturday in the sense that they're just a touch erratic here at the beginning.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic the way they've been playing here. They're just shaking off and get started here in a minute.
Lubehusen into the front court, drops it off to Pryor on the left arc. Pryor takes it top of the key, now slides it right side out to Lubehusen. Pass a little low, but he picks it up nevertheless. Lubehusen lobs it back out to Pryor, half-court circle. Slides it left side over to Peyton Gray. Gray fakes, has Fessel on him. Now they switch McCarty onto him as Wetzel will be guarded with Fessel inside. Pryor fires a 3 left wing. It goes in and out, went halfway down, popped out, and Jack is able to come down with the rebound for the Panthers. Races it up the floor. Contact and a foul. A blocking foul will be whistled on Peyton Gray. Fessel went right down the left side of the paint there through the contact, and Jack should be going to the line here for 2 shots. Peyton Gray's first. No, they'll say he wasn't in the act of shooting, in fact, so it will be inbounded left baseline from the A&T of Patriots over there.
If he hadn't been cut off, he'd have had a shot within a step or two. He was getting really close to going up.
McCarty gets the inbound to Lindemann. Back to JoJo. Drives baseline, and JoJo McCarty lays it in. Right hand off the left side of the window. 2-0. Panthers on the board first. 6:04 left here in the opening quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lubehusen the other way, left wing. Down below us to Wetzel on the left block. Wetzel turns, forces contact, draws the foul, and he'll get 2 shots coming up here. The son of the head coach, Josh Wetzel, Tate Wetzel to the free throw line for 2 shots. The foul will be on Jack Fessel of Corydon Central. The first foul on Jack, and that'll be the team's second here in the early going with 5:53 to go. The Wetzel at the line, and he will get 2 shots, 73% on the season, second best free throw shooter so far, 33 out of 45. That first one, though, hit the right side of the rim, rolled back and off. They'll have one more shot coming. Believe it or not, Patriots only shooting 66% at the line. That's been a struggle early on in the first 10 games. Second free throw is up, but he buries that. Tate Wetzel gets the Patriots on the board at 5:53 here in the first quarter. And it's 2-1 Corydon. Despite the shaky start, Panthers staying in it early on. Lindemann with it. Gets the high ball screen from Murphy. Has it right wing. Lost his dribble. Bounces it to Fessel along the sideline. Jack takes it. Goes high post to Gruber. Back to Fessel. Hesitated there at the elbow. Drew a reach-in foul as he was trying to get to the left block from the charity stripe. And the foul will be the second on Heritage Hills early. This one will be on Gunnar Lubehusen, the junior. That'll be his first, team second.
They don't want Jack to get to the rim the way this is looking. That's 2 times he's tried to drive that lane, and they shut him off.
Anybody who's watched Jack over the last 2 years, you know that's his strength. He's going to try to go at Gray. He does, and he lays it off the glass and good.
That's what they were trying to avoid. Good job by Jack there.
He just went into a really good defender to do that, too.
Yes.
Pryor with it left wing down to the short corner left side to Tate Wetzel. McCarty pokes it away. Might have deflected it, but instead it's off McCarty out of bounds. Still a good job by JoJo, and McCarty's kind of been the one that stood out so far for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's playing a great defense, and he's everywhere right now.
Inbound back to the left wing to Tyree. Handed it off to Pryor up top. He's going to be called for the double dribble. That's a rare call at the top of the arc, and Pryor kind of perplexed. Coach Wetzel telling him, got to get that ball handling tightened up a little bit there with 5:12 to go in the opening quarter. 4-1, Corydon Central. Even though the offense is getting better, but the defense has been good for the Panthers so far.
Defense has been really tight inside, and that's what they've got to do all night, just keep them out of there.
Lindemann has it up top, left wing to Groover, right wing, I should say, down to the corner to McCarty, back out to Lindemann, just below the volleyball line on the right. Lindemann will hold, he'll wait for the Groover screen, Ben sets it, and then
nice kick.
Grant threw it inside to him, but the shot's a little off the mark, hit the back of the rim, rebound to the Patriots, Jake Pryor. And Pryor will get it up the floor now. It's Tyree left wing, kicks it opposite corner after getting it to Wetzel on the inside. He could not get that to go. Peyton Gray fired the 3 right wing. Wetzel had the rebound, but tipped it out of bounds. Left baseline on the weak side, and so the Panthers will get it. Heritage Hills is 0 for 4 to start this game from the floor. 4:35 to go early. Panthers up 4-1. 4:35 to go on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. A good crowd tonight. A pretty decent contingency of Corydon fans are in the building here as well. Good to see the Panther Nation show up. Here's Murphy getting a deep 3 left wing. He'll miss that one off the front of the rim right side. Rebound comes weak side to Pryor. He'll race it up the floor now. Pryor gets cut off top of the key. Goes down low. Tyree fakes, goes up, and he lays it in. Left side of the basket. First field goal for the Patriots. Trey Tyree makes it now a 4-3 contest halfway through the opening quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Murphy gets it right side from Fessel. Lost his dribble. Drops it off in the right corner to Ben Groover. Groover hands it off to Lindemann. Grant holds it now. He'll fire a 3 up, and that one's short off the side rim. Rebound Wetzel underneath. Fessel was going after it, but couldn't quite get to it. Panthers settling a little bit the last 2 trips. Tyree with it up ahead to Pryor, left corner. Pryor will fire up a 3. Airballs it. Weak side rebound on the baseline to Jack Fessel. Jack races it up the floor. Left side, top of the key. Goes to McCarty, now to Murphy, right side. Murphy drops it off. Jack comes to get it, half-court circle at the red and blue HH, the twin HHs at midcourt. Murphy gets it, pulls up, right elbow jumper, off back rim, a little too much on that one, and Gray comes down with the rebound this time for Heritage Hills.
Wasn't a bad shot. It just didn't go.
4-3. Both teams a little tight here in the early going. Lubehusen up ahead to Tyree for a 3. Airballed that one from the left wing. That's not something we see really ever from the Patriots.
No.
We've seen it twice now, so there's a lot of adrenaline.
A little bit of nerves, I think, both ways.
No question about that. Fessel with it in the front court to Lindemann on the left. Lindemann will drive by Lubehusen, and looks like Lubehusen's going to be called for a foul here, and he will. That'll be 2 on the junior guard for the Patriots. That'll be team's 3rd. And now a substitution for the Patriots. Micah Toller, the 6'3 junior, will check in. He's averaging 4 points and 4 rebounds. Has played 9 of the first 10 games for Heritage Hills. Ben Groover, the inbounder from the T of Patriots, left baseline into Fessel in the short corner. Fessel dribbles up top, hands it to Grant. He'll pull up, left side jumper, 16 feet. Can't get that to go. Groover, though, with the offensive rebound. Saves it back out to Jack on the right wing. Inside to Groover. Ball deflected away from him. Got it back. Gave it out to McCarty, right side. They circle it around to the left to Murphy in the corner. Devin straight away to Groover. Over to Fessel, right side. Fessel driving on Tyree. Forces up a tough shot. Can't get it to go. Off the back of the rim. Rebound to Pryor. He'll run it back the other way. He'll lay it up right side. That won't go. Rebound behind Wetzel to Jack Fessel this time. He throws it ahead. Ball gets inside to Groover. He turns. He gets hit on the wrist, and that'll be a foul there as Ben was about to turn around to lay it in. Will they call this on the floor? Probably so. The foul will be on Jake Pryor of Heritage Hills. That'll be the first on the senior tonight. Team's fourth here in the first quarter. Next defensive foul against Heritage Hills will put the Panthers in the double bonus. Hudson Withers will check in for JoJo McCarty. First time we've seen Hudson tonight. The 6'1 junior, 8.5 points is what he averaged in those two games on Saturday against Tell City and Perry Central. Here's the inbound from Hudson. Withers looking, trying to find somebody, lobs it to the right side volleyball line to Lindemann. Back to Withers now just below the right arc. Back out now to Lindemann, just below the timeline on the right. He'll take it down to the corner. He'll stop. He'll pop it to Groover, right elbow. Ben was one-on-one with Wetzel, went right into the blocked shot there as he tried to get it up, but couldn't elevate it over the outstretched arm of the 6'6 junior. Wetzel goes the other way. He gets his pocket picked. Groover going coast to coast. He fakes, goes up. Pryor blocks his shot. Put back, won't go. Rebound, fought for, and there's going to be a second foul on the Panthers senior Jack Fessel. Tough break there for the Panthers. They had their chances, but it just didn't materialize the way they had hoped it would. Fessel will have to come to the bench. That's going to be his second, and that'll be the team's third here in the first quarter with 1:45 to go. It's still 4-3, Corydon Central. Both teams are cold as ice from the floor right now. Here is Gray with it, front court, over to Pryor, gets it left corner, drives it, kicks it out to Toller, right corner, up to the wing to Gray. He'll drive in, left side layup. He got that to go, and Peyton Gray gets his first two. And for the first time tonight, Heritage Hills has the lead with 1:22 left here in the first quarter, 5-4. The Patriots have scored the last 4 points. Corydon's gone on quite a drought here over the past few minutes of this contest. Murphy with it along the right sideline. And it's McCarty with it. He gets it to Lindemann, drives it right, kicks it left. There's a three for Withers. Can't hit it off the back of the rim. Too strong. Rebound comes down to Tyree of Heritage Hills. Now up ahead with it is Gray on the right side arc. Out to Pryor. He'll take it to the baseline, gets inside, lays it up. Can't get that to go. Rebound tip to Wetzel. He tips it up. That won't go. Rebound. Toller comes down with it this time. And then he throws it over to JoJo McCarty on the turnover. Back the other direction they come. The Panthers with 36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. McCarty over to Murphy, left wing. Murphy takes it between the circles now. Dribbles back left, goes back right. Tries to go between defenders. Ball gets knocked loose. It's still loose on the sideline. Hudson Withers able to keep it alive for Lindemann. He spins into the paint, gets a tough shot up. That won't go. Gray slides in to grab the rebound and draws kind of a cheap foul there in the backcourt on the Panthers, and this will be on Devin Murphy. That'll be the first on Devin tonight. That's now 4 on the Panthers with 18.5 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
He put the ball down, and Devin slapped down on him. And they call that about 95% of the time if you slapping down. We talked about that a lot.
No question. Yeah, absolutely. That is called quite a bit. Trey Tyree is out for the first time. Tyson Engelbrecht is in. 5'10 sophomore is averaging 2.3 points per game in 6 games so far. It is a low-scoring game. Offense has been hard to come by for both teams. The Patriots, though, likely to get the last shot of the half. Gray walking it up the floor now. Less than 10 seconds. Final 7 seconds of the quarter. Takes it right side. Into the defense. Has it stripped away and a late whistle. A foul is going to be called at just below the right elbow, down below, and that foul will be on the Panthers, and it'll be the second on Grant Lindemann this time. That'll be team's 5th, so the Patriots will get 2 free throws here. Peyton Gray will step to the stripe. First time he's been there. He has been the best free throw shooter for Heritage Hills. 41 out of 54, 76% on the season. He is a senior. He's going to go play baseball, Division I at Western Kentucky for the Hilltoppers down in Bowling Green after the school year is over. First free throw, front rim, back rim, falls in off the glass. And Gray as his third point, makes it a 2-point advantage for Heritage Hills with 4.2 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter at the Red Gym in Lincoln City. Second free throw. Bray eyes it, puts it in the air, and knocks it down. He's got 4 now. The lead is 3. The inbound comes to Groover. He'll try to run it all the way down the floor. He does. Gets it up off the glass before the horn. It bounces off the front of the rim. And that'll do it for the first quarter here at Heritage Hills. At the end of one, the Patriots leading Corydon Central 7-4 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball in the Perry Spencer Classic Championship on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
It is second quarter, about to get started here at the Perry Spencer Classic Championship. It's being contested here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play tonight. We're glad to have you with us here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online, WKLO969.com, on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9, and on your Alexa as well. The Patriots have the basketball to start the second quarter. It's Peyton Gray, high post to Tate Wetzel. Back to Gray on the handoff, right side of the arc. Wetzel gets the pass down low from Gray on the cut. Gets under the basket, goes up, muscled up the shot. Couldn't get it to go. Tip in, won't go for Micah Toller. Third tip for Pryor. That doesn't go either off the right side of the rim, and the Panthers come away with it. Lindemann will settle it down into the front court now. Lindemann with it. Grant has it right side of the court, into the corner to Withers for a three. Hudson's long on that one. Rebound to Peyton Gray on the weak side, left baseline. 7-4 remains the score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Here's Gray to Toller, drives it right side of the lane, kicks it out to Gray for a three. Missed that one off the left side of the rim, and JoJo McCarty snatches it out of the air from that left block to give the Panthers another possession. Here comes Lindemann down the left side, out to Groover in the corner, straight away to JoJo McCarty. McCarty looking for Lindemann, instead decides to take it down toward the right block, just outside of it. He stops, gets the cutter Murphy, pulls up, 12-footer in the lane, off the back of the rim, missed that one a little long, and the rebound to Heritage Hills. It has been a long time since Corydon has scored. Here is a pass deflected away. Toller trying to go to Wetzel, left elbow, backed out to Toller. Then he got it to Gray. Now Pryor has it on the right side. Over left side to Wetzel. Down to Peyton Gray now on the left wing. Gray settles it, gives it up top to Trey Tyree. Back over to Peyton Gray now. Gray holds, looks for the cutter Wetzel. Not there, goes to Pryor. Three on the way, left to the top of the key. It's the right side of the rim, missed. Murphy with the rebound for Corydon. 2 out of 15 for the Panthers in the first quarter. Heritage Hills just 2 out of 13 to start. Both teams really struggling to shoot. It's been a defensive battle so far here in the early going. Panthers have it in their front court. They circle it around the arc. In the corner with it now is JoJo McCarty on the right side. Goes to Lindemann, back cut, gets inside, and he lays it in to finally stop the dry spell with 6:01 to go here in the second quarter. First two for Grant, 7-6 now with 5:53 left. Across the timeline, Gray to Toller on the left wing. Micah Toller drives it inside, a lot of contact. No doubt there was a foul there. The question is, was it on the floor or was it in the act of shooting? And they're going to say Toller was in the act of shooting. And I think that's the right call. Hudson Withers will get that personal there. That'll be his first, and that'll be the team's first of the quarter on the Panthers. Toller will get 2 shots. He is 45%, 13 out of 29 on the season. First one on the way. That is short. He'll have one more shot coming. Toller, one of the guys who was on the football team that made it to semi-state in Class 4A. And the Patriots going to send Jack Fessel in there with 2 fouls. He and Lindemann both have 2, so that's something to keep an eye on. Murphy, McCarty, and Groover, the rest of the starters out there for the Panthers. Second free throw for Toller. He eyes it, puts it up, left it short, front rim again. And Murphy is there for the rebound. The Patriots now 3 out of 6 from the stripe, while the Panthers have yet to get to the free throw line tonight. Lindemann to McCarty, front court left side, up to Fessel. To Murphy, right side three, cash it in, baby. Oh, there is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
That was a long one.
9-7 with 5.5 minutes. He was 28 feet away easily.
He's got a patent on that.
Does he ever? Between him and Grant, I don't know. I mean, Murphy might have a slight bit more range, but they're both really good from way outside. Patriots moving around. Fessel takes it away from Jake Pryor, and he'll tomahawk it right side of the rim, and that'll lead to a timeout from the Heritage Hills bench. Josh Wetzel wants to talk it over. A 7-0 run has given the Panthers an 11-7 lead on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard with 5:09 to go until halftime. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
Well, we've talked about how good the Panthers' defense has been early, and now the offense starting to get generated. But on that last play, that was because of Jack's ability to get the deflection, the steal, and then he takes it the other way, the Thunder at home.
Jack is just such a surprising athlete all the way around. He just came out of nowhere and took the ball and made it look easy on the other end on the dunk. Very athletic kid.
Got 4 points early, 11-7 Panthers, 5 minutes to go second quarter. Heritage Hills out of the timeout. They are going to go to Gray. He'll drive right side, and he'll lay it up and in off the glass. Peyton Gray with his first field goal or second field goal of the night. He's got 6 points now, and the lead is back to 2 for the Panthers. Corydon with it in the front court. Murphy has it along the right sideline. Right at the top of the arc to Lindemann. Left side to Groover. He'll drive in on Wetzel. He'll spin. Gives it up to JoJo McCarty. He'll turn on Pryor. Gets the shot up. Missed it back at the cylinder. Rebound. Tate Wetzel steps in to grab it. And he'll get it up the floor to Gray. Gray up the left side to the arc. He'll take it over to Pryor. Gives it up to him right side at the volleyball line. Pryor back to Gray. Those two have played a lot of basketball since their freshman year here at Heritage Hills. Gray gets the high screen from Wetzel. He'll turn. He'll get it poked away. JoJo McCarty with the deflection. Joseph Hinton like that. And, again, JoJo's been a star on the defensive end so far tonight.
That was a nice take. He just poked it away. He spun, and when he spun, he was waiting on him. He just poked it right away from him.
Inbound pass will be lobbed to Wetzel just along the sideline. He was about 2 inches away from being out of bounds. Gets it out to the volleyball line. Kicks it over to Jake Pryor. Drops it down low to Gray. Ball got deflected. Gray, though, recovered it. Now he'll circle around, kick it out to Toller. 3, and he hits it from the left wing. He missed 2 free throws earlier, but Micah Toller gives the Patriots the lead back at 12-11 with 3:46 left here in the second quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. McCarty from Lindemann goes top of the key from the left side to Jack Fessel. Takes it below the elbow, right side, back out to Lindemann. Murphy now has it right side, volleyball line. Around him. Lindemann through Fessel, now up top to McCarty between the circles. Hand off to Lindemann, and a reach-in going to be called on Micah Toller there at the end of the play for Heritage Hills. That'll be a reach-in on Toller, the junior, at 6'3". That'll be his first and the team's first of the quarter against the Patriots.
Referees are calling this very consistent on both ends. That's a plus tonight, because this could get really, really physical quick with all the size and speed out there.
Inbound pass comes to Jack Fessel on the right wing inside the arc. He'll back it out now. Gives it up to Lindemann, and then Toller had the arm in the back. And that draws some ire from some fans in the Heritage Hills section. That'll be 2 quick ones now on Toller, so their 6th man now has 2 fouls. Pryor, Tyree, Gray, Toller, and Wetzel are the 5 on the floor for the Patriots. For Corydon Central, it's Murphy, McCarty, Fessel, Groover, and Lindemann, the starting 5. Vessel has it on the floor right now between the circles off the inbound pass. He'll cross over on Gray, drives it right, kicks it to the corner. Murphy lines that up, and he's on fire now. He's got back-to-back trays that he has made, and all of a sudden the lead is up to the Panthers again at 14-12. Fourth lead change early on. 3 minutes to go. It's Toller down to Gray on the block. He'll turn, get up a tough shot in the lane. That won't go. Devin Murphy inside, able to get the rebound in the crowd.
Murphy had a great position on that.
Jack Fessel driving the other way, got his shot blocked, gets his own rebound, though. Out to Lindemann, right wing from the left baseline to Groover on the right block. Back out to Fessel to Lindemann, 3. Left it short. Off the front of the rim, but Groover saves the rebound off of Tate Wetzel's knee out of bounds.
That was hustle.
And that is going to keep it on the Panther end of the floor. That's the kind of effort we saw from Corydon against Perry Central on Saturday night.
Yeah, that was really well done.
Toller is out. Lubehusen, I think, is back in for Heritage Hills. Indeed, he is with those 2 fouls. Inbound comes to McCarty. He fights for position inside. Shot blocked. Rebound. Gets it out to Groover. And Ben buries a 15-footer from the right short corner for his first points of the night. They're getting shots blocked, but they're not going away from the inside.
They're not afraid of it.
Heritage Hills, by the way, as a team, averages 3.7 blocks per game. Gray with it, left elbow in the front court. Shovels it out to Tyree. He'll drive, pull up, 12-foot shot from the lane. Can't get it to go below the free throw line. Rebound to Wetzel. Powers it back up. Draws the foul on the Panthers. And this one, I think, will be on Ben Groover underneath. Wetzel's a load to deal with on the inside. He's just a strong physical specimen in there. And he is the coach's son on this team. That'll be the first foul on, well, I don't know who they called that on because I thought it was Ben, so I'll say it was Groover for now. Team second of the quarter. First free throw spins around the rim and goes in. We saw that out of Wetzel when they played North Harrison back at the beginning of their season on November 29th. He is just a handful. If he gets it down low, it's very hard to stop him.
Yeah, he's 6'6", and that doesn't hurt him a bit, but he's very strong, athletic.
Second free throw on the way. That's spun in and out on him. Rebound, though, Peyton Gray gets it inside, and he lays it off the glass left side for his 8th point of the contest. Gray makes it a 1-point lead for the Panthers at 16-15, 1:54 and counting here in the second quarter on the first Harrison Bank Butler scoreboard. Fessel looking to go into Gray, does so, lays it up, left it short, almost got his own rebound. Pryor, though, is able to come down with it. He'll race it the other way. Kicks it from the right elbow, but he got it poked away and stolen. Fessel with it. Goes by Lubehusen and lays it in as Pryor tried to come in at the last second. But Jack gets the layup on the right side off the window softly for his 6 point. Minute and a half to go in the second quarter. 18-15. Panthers leading Heritage Hills here in the championship game of the PSC Holiday Classic. Circle it around left to right, the Patriots. Pryor has it on the right arc. Straight away to Gray, and we've got a foul going to be called underneath. Evan Bennett checked in for Corydon during that last break. And the 6'4 junior, I think, is going to be the one tagged with the personal this time. Had 4 points in the win over Tell City on Saturday. That'll be the first on Bennett. Team's third on the Panthers here in this second quarter. The inbound will come from the right baseline just below. Lubehusen into Pryor, wide open 3, and he knocks it down to tie it for the first time tonight. First time Pryor has scored. He has been having a lot of problems scoring the basketball early. Had missed his first 6 shots, or first 7 shots, in fact. We're tied for the first time. Lindemann gets it from Fessel front court right to the top of the key. Back to Fessel on the right arc. Tries to drive on Gray. Got it knocked away for a moment. Tries to get something inside. Forces a tough shot up there. It won't go. Rebound tipped around, and Gray comes away with it for Heritage Hills. They'll race it up the right side of the floor. Gets to the arc. Drives into the paint. And going to have a reach-in foul here on Ben Groover, I believe. And that'll be the team's 4th of the quarter with 41.3 seconds to go here in the second. That's the second foul on Groover. He joins Grant Lindemann and Jack Fessel, who also have 2 fouls as well. Aiden Fisher is going to check in for Heritage Hills. Fisher, 5'10", and a junior, 3 points total, averaging 1 rebound in the first 6 games he has played this season. Left baseline is where the inbound will come from this time. It's inbounded to Wetzel in the corner. Back to Pryor, another 3, and he hits this one from the opposite corner this time. And that'll prompt, wait a minute. We got a foul on the rebound, I believe. Will the basket count, or
I'm not sure what. That's interesting right now.
They're going to say Pryor. They count the basket, but I wonder if that might have been a delay of game warning, though. Not sure. Well, they're saying it was a foul on. Oh, there's no foul on the board there, so not sure if that was a warning. I'm guessing that's what it was on Pryor, but it's 21-18 Heritage Hills now. They have the lead with 13 seconds to go in the first half. McCarty to Murphy, who drives it from the top of the key to the right side. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Murphy going one-on-one, and he just got bailed out with a foul there. Or I call it on the floor. Murphy did a little bit of pushing there at the end of the play, and that he's fortunate nothing came of that. Foul on Aiden Fisher of Heritage Hills, his first, team's third of the quarter, so they still have one more foul to give with 4.4 seconds left. Patriots up 21-18 in what has been a defensive matchup so far in the championship game of the Perry Spencer Classic. Inbound to Fessel, left wing, hands it to Lindemann. Long three, left wing, missed it, front of the rim, short. Tyree going full court, missed everything on that one to close out the first half here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City. Through two quarters on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, Heritage Hills up by 3 on Corydon Central. Coming up, we've got our first half stats. We'll also see if we can update you on other games from around the area today as well. All of that coming up at halftime as the Heritage Hills Patriots lead the Corydon Central Panthers 21-18 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Halftime here in Lincoln City. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser in New Albany. It's never too late to level up your life. Whether you're changing careers or finishing your education, Prosser Adult Education offers affordable classes to help you earn workforce readiness, improve your skills, or train for a high-demand job. Visit ProsserCareers.com or call us at 812-542-8508 to get started. Prosser Adult Education. Your future, your move.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Well, we have arrived at halftime here in the 2025 edition of the PSC Holiday Classic here in Lincoln City on the campus of Heritage Hills High School. The halftime score, 21-18, Heritage Hills leading Corydon Central on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 4 lead changes in that first half, 1 tie at 18 apiece before Jake Pryor made his second 3 of the half from the left corner. And this has been a really well-played game as far as the defensive end of the floor is concerned. Both teams got the offense going a little bit better in the second quarter of play, but a game with a lot of physical play, a lot of deflections, a lot of steals have also come out of this matchup as well. But the Panthers are holding their own so far against the bigger Heritage Hills Patriots. The Patriots certainly have a little more length out there on the court, a bit more of an athletic, not a bit more of an athletic, probably a little bit of a stronger team overall than Corydon is up and down the roster. But again, the Panthers have held their own nicely and are going into halftime down by 3 points, 21-18 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here at the Red Gym, the site of the placement games today at the 2025 PSC Holiday Classic. And earlier today, in the other games, for 7th place, it was South Spencer routing Tell City, 90-62 ended up being the final score, and that one as the Rebels secured 7th place in this tournament. Meantime, Evansville Christian got by Crawford County, 62-58 in the 5th place game. And in the third place game just before us, it ended early because Boonville ran away from Perry Central by a final score of 76-40 as the Pioneers cinched third place in this tournament, going 2-1 throughout the 3 games in this annual tournament, which has been played now for 21 years here in southwestern Indiana. Let's go through the first half shooting and scoring numbers for both of these teams, and we'll start with Heritage Hills. So far for the Patriots, their leading scorer has been Peyton Gray. He had 8 points in that first half. Gray was able to knock down a basket there in the first quarter, and then he got 2 more off hard-fought drives in that second quarter. Gray made a couple of free throws there to start the first quarter there for Heritage Hills, so Gray has 8 points at this juncture. Jake Pryor went the whole first quarter without making anything, and then all of a sudden, after missing his first 7 shots, he made 1 3 from the right corner, 1 from the left corner to close out the first half. So Pryor has 6 points to his credit so far for Heritage Hills. Micah Toller buried a 3 there in the second quarter. He also has 3 points. He cut the lead from 16-12 down to 16-15. Incidentally, that 4-point margin is the biggest the Panthers have had so far in the first half. Heritage Hills has led by as much as 3 so far. Tate Tyree with a basket in the first quarter. He's got 2 points. And Tate Wetzel, 1 out of 2 at the free throw line in the first quarter. He did that again in the second quarter. Wetzel has 2 points here at halftime. Gunnar Lubehusen and Tyson Engelbrecht have gotten out there for a little bit, as did Aiden Fisher. But none of those guys scored for the Patriots. They shot 2 out of 13 from the floor in the first quarter, but improved to 5 of 13 in the second quarter. Patriots made 7 of 26 shots in the first half, good for 27%. They were not good in the first quarter from the outside, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. 3 out of 6, though, in the second quarter, so they are 3 out of 10 from the floor as far as three-point shooting goes, 30%. They've been to the free throw line so far, 3 out of 4 in the first quarter, 1 out of 4 in the second quarter, so they are 4 out of 8 on free throws, 50% so far here tonight. And in the meantime, the Corydon Central Panthers, all 5 starters have scored so far. Devin Murphy and Jack Fessel lead the Panthers in scoring. They both have 6 to this juncture. Fessel with a basket in the first quarter for 2. He got 2 more baskets in the second quarter, so Jack has 6 points to his credit, including a tomahawk dunk that he got early in that second quarter. Devin Murphy made a pair of trays in that second quarter. He's got 6 points so far. Grant Lindemann got a basket going down into the lane in the second quarter. He's got 2 points. JoJo McCarty scored 2 points, actually scored the first basket of the game for the Panthers here tonight. And then Ben Groover with a basket for 2 in the second quarter. He has 2 points. Hudson Withers and Evan Bennett have both come off the bench for the Panthers tonight. Neither of those guys were able to score in that first half. As for the shooting, the Panthers were just 2 out of 15 in the first quarter. They improved to 6 out of 15 in the second quarter, so they're 8 out of 30 shooting so far for 27%. 0 for 4 from distance in the first quarter, 2 out of 5 from behind the arc in the second quarter. They are 2 out of 9 from behind the three-point line for 22%, and they have yet to attempt a free throw here tonight. It was 7-4 Heritage Hills after they went on a 6-0 run to close out that first quarter of play. They led 7-4 at the end of one. And the 2 teams tied in the second quarter at 14 all. And that's where we are now, 21-18. Heritage Hills at halftime here from the Red Gym in Lincoln City. Rebounding went Heritage Hills' way in that first half. The Patriots had 22 rebounds to 13 for Corydon Central. For Heritage Hills, Tate Wetzel and Peyton Gray. Hang on, one more time. Tate Wetzel and Jake Pryor both had 6 rebounds in that first half. Wetzel had 2 offensive rebounds with his 6. Jake Pryor had 1 offensive rebound among his 6. Peyton Gray with 5 rebounds, 1 of those on the offensive glass. Trey Tyree had 3 rebounds. 1 was an offensive board, and Micah Toller grabbed 2 offensive rebounds in that first half. The Patriots had 7 offensive rebounds in that total of 22. The Panthers of Corydon Central, 13 rebounds. Jack Fessel, the leader in that category with 5 so far. Jack has 1 of the 2 offensive rebounds. Devin Murphy grabbed 4 rebounds in that first half. Ben Groover had 2 rebounds, the other offensive rebound along with Fessel. Grant Lindemann and JoJo McCarty both had 1 rebound in that first half for Corydon Central. Not a lot of turnovers. Heritage Hills had 6 in that first half. Compare that to 2 for the Panthers. So Corydon doing well in that category. Heritage Hills dished out 4 assists on 7 made shots. Lubehusen, Gray, Wetzel, and Toller all had 1 apiece. The Panthers had 4 assists on 8 made shots, and it was between Lindemann, Fessel, McCarty, and Groover. They all had 1 assist apiece for the Panthers in that first half of play. Take one more break. We'll come back, get you ready for the third quarter, update you on a couple other games happening around the area tonight as well, as Corydon Central trails Heritage Hills on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard 21-18. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball in the Perry Spencer Classic Championship on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat loose-fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber, local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
At First Harrison, the banking butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. First Harrison is here to make it easy for local business owners with real estate loans, construction loans, SBA loans, lines of credit, treasury management, and merchant services. You will get competitive rates and fast local decisions. The banking butler, it's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop.
Third quarter about to get started here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City. Along with our statistician and analyst tonight, Ray Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Corydon Central trailing by 3. Heritage Hills in the home white uniforms. Navy blue letters and numbers trimmed in red. Navy blue trim around the jersey. Corydon Central in the road black uniforms. White letters and numbers trimmed in old gold with the old gold trim. The Panthers will have the basketball to start the second half. And it is Ben Groover to inbound it to Grant Lindemann. Panthers coming toward us from the balcony here at Heritage Hills. While the Patriots are going away from us down below. Ben Groover gets it left or right wing, gives it up to Jack Fessel right at the top of the key. He fires a 3, missed it off the back right side of the rim, and the rebound down to Jake Pryor of Heritage Hills. Back the other way come the Patriots. North Harrison, by the way, a winner earlier today in Mitchell at the Cement City Classic. They won their first pool play game over Eastern Pekin 73-46. Down low, head fake, and Trey Tyree lays it in around the defender for Corydon Central. First 2 of the half for the Patriots go to Tyree, his 4th point of the night. 23-18, biggest lead for the Patriots at 5 here this evening. Groover gets it from Fessel in the front court, bounces it between the circles to McCarty. JoJo over to Murphy on the right side, down to the wing to Fessel. Groover gets it in on Wetzel, goes up with a shot. He went a little too wide, missed it off the front of the rim. Rebound down to the Patriots. Back the other way. Wetzel gets it down low, turns on Groover, gets around him, forces up the shot. Oh, they cannot be serious about that. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that one. I think that's a play on there. He got the arm, but there wasn't. He blocked the shot already, and now Ben's got his 3rd personal foul. Oh man, not what the Panthers needed there at all. Tate Wetzel's going to get 2 shots.
Getting more and more physical inside.
First free throw for Wetzel. He got that. He made 2 out of 4 in the first half. He's got his 3rd point of the night, makes it a 6-point lead, and the Panthers falling behind a little bit here. North Harrison beat Eastern Pekin 73-46 in Pool A play at the Cement City Classic in Mitchell. North Harrison playing Mitchell this evening. We'll pass along a score once we have it for you as Wetzel sinks the 2nd free throw. And that'll lead to a Corydon timeout. 25-18, 6:57 to go here in the third quarter. It's Heritage Hills up by 7. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball here on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Shout out to Ross Schultz and the Cougars of North Harrison. They beat Mitchell 62-59 in Pool A. And how about that? The 5-game losing streak's over. The Cougars are in the championship tomorrow at Mitchell.
It's sounding good, and they're looking good, evidently. So,
and by the way, where we'll be tomorrow at the Hive in Mitchell. But first things first, the Panthers have a comeback they got to make here. Jack Fessel gets it in the short corner right side to Ben Gruber at the left elbow. Ben got to get it out of there. Does to Fessel right at the top of the key. Jack goes to Gruber. Short corner jumper is up. Missed it long off the back rim. Wetzel steps in front of him to get the rebound, and then he threw it away there in the backcourt. Tried to go to Lubehusen, but it's a turnover, and that's something we've not really seen from the Patriots in prior years covering them. They usually don't make mistakes like that.
There's more right now than we ever have seen, I believe, anytime.
Here's Lindemann going to try to go to the rim on Lubehusen. Got the shot up and in as he was fading toward the baseline. Lubehusen was driving him hard down there, but Grant had enough strength to get it up and in.
I don't know how he got that to go in. It went in perfectly, but
I don't know. Did Uncle Josh set him up for that kind of shot, maybe?
At the angle on that one was a pool cue for sure.
Here's Gray with it on the right side. We'll get to the girls here in a moment. They got a big couple games coming up tomorrow. The Lady Panthers, we got an offensive foul on Heritage Hills away from the basketball, and it will go on Jake Pryor. Apparently he pushed off on one of the Panther players on the left side of the floor. That'll be the second on Pryor tonight. Teams first to the quarter. Yes, the Lady Panthers are going to be playing at Burbup Jesuit Preparatory School tomorrow. They will be playing at 11:45 tomorrow morning. They'll face the Harrison of West Lafayette Lady Raiders in the opening game. So shout out to Coach Conrad, to the coaching staff, and to the Lady Panther players. And we wish them well tomorrow. Hopefully they can come home with a championship. Here's McCarty. Shot blocked as he head faked Peyton Gray left baseline. And McCarty got it swatted away. Jake Pryor got that one. The Panthers will get it on the reset here.
Tate Wetzel is giving them fits defensively. He's just he's intimidating.
They got to have somebody come from that weak side to try to get around him and then try to get an open layup. Murphy will get the inbound, catch it, shoot. That short shot is short from the left wing, 28 feet away. Rebound down to Pryor. He'll give it up to Lubehusen, who will bring it up the floor. Kicks it over right to left to Peyton Gray. Gray down low to Wetzel. Wetzel wraps it around to Tyree on the left block. Tyree has the ball knocked away. Ball still loose. Jump ball finally has to be called here between Ben Groover and Tyree, who was kind of caught in an awkward spot there. 5:23 to go third quarter. The Corydon girls going up north tomorrow to Burbup Jesuit, so they'll play Harrison West Lafayette. The other matchup in that tournament, get that here real quick, is going to be between Burbup and the foul on the inside as Wetzel caught it under the basket. And he's going to draw contact here. It'll be actually Indian Creek and Burbup will play the first game at 10 a.m. Then it'll be the Lady Panthers and Harrison of West Lafayette at 11:45. The consolation game will be at 6 and the championship at 7:45 tomorrow. So long road trip for the Lady Panthers after the boys make their long road trip here tonight. Lubehusen has it on the right side off the inbound, drives it to the top of the key, gets it down low, and there's Tyree. Wide open right side for the easy two. 27-20, Heritage Hills down to 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Fessel with it across the timeline. Right side gives it up to Murphy beyond the wing, up to Lindemann above the volleyball line on the right. Ground to Fessel on the right side. Jack driving baseline, turns on Peyton Gray. Kicks it over now to McCarty after bringing it out top. JoJo has it between the circles. He'll drive it left. Got to be called for the travel. Pryor was riding him down the lane there as he was headed beyond the left elbow, and that turnover will give it to Heritage Hills. Corydon's offense is just out of sync right now, but Heritage Hills is locked in defensively.
They are very intimidating inside, and they just, Corydon cannot get into the paint at all.
Luby Husen up the floor right side, gives it up to Gray on the right wing. Gray takes it top of the key. He'll drive left side. Ball got away from him. It went off of Wetzel, apparently out of bounds. And so the Panthers catch a break there with the Heritage Hills turnover.
He was trying to go wrap around to Wetzel, but it bounced off Wetzel's knee. What I could see of it.
4:28 left here in the third quarter, 27-20. Heritage Hills still in front of Corydon Central. Here's Fessel with it right side in the forecourt. Gives it up to Murphy now. He'll dribble toward the top of the arc. Back to Jack now on the right wing. Jack holding it along the sideline. High post to Groover. Groover going down to McCarty. Reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Got around Tyree, but left it short. The rebound down to Wetzel. Back the other way. It's Pryor with it into the right corner to Trey Tyree. Tyree drives baseline. Kicks it out. Murphy intercepts the pass intended for Pryor. Devin going to try to go coast to coast. Does so and lays it in right side to break the drought again. With 3:53 to go, we had an inadvertent whistle here. And what just happened?
Not sure what.
They had a stoppage for some reason. I don't know exactly why. Devin, by the way, has 8 points on the night. 3:48 to go. Clock rolling here in the third quarter. Pryor gets it right side, takes it inside. He's too big. He lays it up and good. Timeout comes from the Heritage Hills bench. Josh Wetzel going to call a quick timeout with 3:42 to go here in the third. 29-22. Heritage Hills leads on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. You're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
3:42 remaining here in the third quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School. The good crowd has turned out for the Perry Spencer Classic Championship tonight. Corydon Central down by 7, trying to get back in this contest now. They'll stick with their starting 5 as Fessel brings it across midcourt. He takes it to the right arc. Peyton Gray on him in the man-to-man. To Ben Groover, left elbow. Ben got it stripped away. Luby Husen comes up with it and gets it to Pryor. Pryor running the other way with it. Gets it out to Wetzel wide. A little too wide. Wetzel had to stop to get it. Then he pulls up and hits a jumper. Then there's a foul on the Patriots just as Wetzel made the shot from the right side of the lane. About 15 feet away, Pryor's going to be called for a push on the rebound. That's now 3 on Jake Pryor on fouls, and that'll be the team's second of the quarter. 31-22 after that basket. That's the second time we've seen that happen tonight, and both times it's been on Heritage Hill's side of things. Wetzel's going to check out, and Micah Toller checks in for him. 6'3" junior for the Patriots back out on the floor, joining the lineup of Gunnar Luby Husen, Peyton Gray, Jake Pryor, and Trey Tyree. Inbound lob to Jack Fessel. Jack brings it up the floor now. Gets around Peyton Gray. Gray might have just fallen over, but Fessel lays it up and in.
Made him pay for it.
Went right into him there. Gray tried to sell it, but he didn't sell it well enough, apparently. 3 minutes to go here in the third. Hudson Withers in for Corydon Central for the first time here in the second half. Trying to guard Luby Husen, who gets to the lane. He walked with it right before he shot it. No, I'm sorry, that's the right call.
He tried to take a big Euro step and stepped 2 or 3 times.
I will say Hudson Withers is the reason that happened. Where he stepped in front of him, he gave Luby Husen nowhere to go with it, and he had to kind of Fred Flintstone it when he got to the lane there.
That's exactly what he had to do. It wasn't anywhere to go.
Meanwhile, the Panthers have it. They circle it around the perimeter. A 3 for Fessel. Jack buries that one from the left wing. He's got 11 now. All of a sudden, it's down to a 4-point advantage for Heritage Hills. 2:36 left here in the third. Gray, double-teamed, almost got it stolen, and they're going to call a foul on Grant Lindemann.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
This game is very, very tight. I mean, it's very physical, and it's hard fought.
Foul on Grant. That'll be his second, and that'll be the team, or third, I should say, team's second of the quarter.
Both teams are really digging deep on defense.
2:33 to go here in the third quarter. This has been a defensive battle. I don't think we expected it to be quite this level, even though both teams are capable of defending at this level. And this is a game for Corydon. It's a little bit like that Seymour game in the opener. When can they break this open? Here's Toller. He got wide open. He went right around Hudson and laid it in on the left baseline. Pryor found him, I believe.
Yeah.
And now the lead has gone up to 6 at 33-27. Here's Lindemann driving right side, got around Gunnar Lubehusen for his 6th point, laid it in off the right glass. 33-29, less than 2 minutes to go. Biggest thing for the Panthers right now is just stay close at this point.
Yeah, they got to keep it tight.
Here's Gray with it. Takes it right side of the lane against Fessel. Wow, that was a tough shot. A running hook shot basically down the right side. He got it up and in. Gray's got 10. Got to pay Jack back for that shot he got over him earlier. Here's Lindemann with it right side. Has it in the forecourt. Drives it. Throws up off the glass, left that one off the side of the rim. Lubehusen got the rebound, but then he hopped with it as soon as he got it. And he can't believe it, but he didn't put the ball on the floor before he took those steps, though.
No.
And if you don't put the ball on the floor, they're going to call, well, they should call travel. 90% of the time they will. Sometimes
it was a very athletic move, but he just didn't get the ball on the floor.
I think he was so excited he got the rebound, he kind of left everything else behind there for a moment. Murphy with it on the right side off the inbound. 1:20 to go. He'll give it to Fessel left side. Now to Lindemann behind him. Grant gets into the defense, throws up the shot. Back of the rim too strong. Rebound to Pryor underneath. He came in to grab it. He'll run it up the floor now. Kicks it out. Pass might have been deflected. It was intended for Toller in the right corner. Great job by the Panthers there to get a hand on it. With 1:08 to go in the quarter, they're down 35-29 to Heritage Hills. I guess somebody fell down here, or I'm not exactly sure. Ball got stuck in that corner over there next to those concrete stairs on the far side of the floor. It's finally out of there. Lubehusen will inbound it between the T and the S of Patriots on the right baseline. Gets it in. Oh, man. That inbound came to Tyree, tipped it right to Pryor, and Jake Pryor got a little ahead of himself there as he traveled with it there on that right wing. Tate Wetzel off the bench. He'll check back in. He'll replace Pryor in the lineup. Lubehusen, Tyree, Gray, and Toller are out there with Wetzel at this point for Heritage Hills. For Corydon Central, it's Hudson Withers, Grant Lindemann, Devin Murphy, JoJo McCarty, and Jack Fessel. We're down to the final minute of the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Panthers down 6, looking to cut into this deficit. McCarty gets it top of the key, right side to Murphy. He'll slide it to the left side spike line. Murphy to Fessel, right wing. Down to the corner now to McCarty. McCarty dribbles up, gives it up to Murphy near half court. Murphy, 43 seconds and counting in the quarter. He'll dribble right around Wetzel. He'll pull up, 15-footer right side. It rims around and falls in off the back of the cylinder. His 10th point of the night and the most dramatic shot Murphy's made to this point.
He shot that over Wetzel.
He got just enough space. Here comes Gray driving on Withers, lays it up, left it off the side of the rim. Rebound off of the Patriots, out of bounds. Gray missing that one. A little bit of contact in there. They're kind of letting those contact drives go a little bit if there's just a little bump in there.
Getting a little rougher all the time.
22 seconds to go. Panthers down by 4. It'd be nice to get this down to 1 or 2 here at the end of the quarter. Give them a little bit of a boost going into the final frame. Here is Fessel with it. He'll drive it on Gray. Gets the shot up. Got it. Gray fell
Great
down.
body control.
7 points of the quarter for Jack. 13 on the night. Inbound comes McCarty. Tries to knock it away. He does. And it almost went off of Tyree. He almost saved it on the bench, but I think it hit the Heritage Hills coach before he got to it, though.
Yeah.
But that was a heck of an athletic play from JoJo there. Joseph Fenton being warned he's got to stay in the coaching box. He looks back at his bench like, really? 0.6 of a second to go. Fessel tips the inbound pass, and that'll do it for the third quarter. 35-33. We're going to the fourth quarter. It should be a thrilling finish here at the Red Gym in Lincoln City, with the Patriots leading Corydon Central by 2. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball 96.9 WKLO.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
Fourth quarter is set to begin here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City. Along with our statistician and analyst tonight, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Thank you for joining us here tonight on 96.9 WKLO, streaming on WKLO969.com, on YouTube, WKLO 96.9, as well as on your Alexa. Inbound went to Jack Fessel. He lost it initially. Peyton Gray got a piece of it, but Fessel saved it inbounds under the Heritage Hills basket to Hudson Withers, and the Panthers do have it. McCarty has it, gives it to Lindemann on the handoff. He drives, falls down, and he got the ball knocked away. Gunnar Lubehusen will take it for Heritage Hills. Grant having to defend Lubehusen up the floor. Gets hit with the screen. That's going to be an offensive foul. Come on. He was moving on that screen. And they're going to call this. He called a block. It should be. He signaled it wrong. If it's an offensive foul, that's not the right signal. But Ray was moving on that screen. There was no question about it. That's his second, and that'll be the team's first of the quarter.
He made 2 steps to get there. There's no doubt about that. But I thought they'd call it the other way there for a while.
With all due respect to the official, he confused everybody in here with that call. Here's Fessel with it, high post to McCarty. McCarty will drive it on Wetzel. Head fake, got a shot blocked, but Withers is there to put it back up and in. Hudson's got his first 2 of the night right in front of the basket.
Needed that one.
And that ties it at 35. We are tied for the second time tonight. The Panthers have been down by as many as 7 here in the third quarter. Here it is to Wetzel down low. Got it stripped away. They're going to call a foul on this one. I can't believe that. Wetzel's going to get bailed out. There's no way he was shooting, by the way.
No, he was there.
It was at his waist. It was. He didn't even try to shoot the basketball. They're going to call the foul, though. That'll be the second on Hudson. That'll be the team's first of the quarter.
Wetzel is dominating inside. He's just, we said this before, but he is so strong with the ball inside, and he's 6'6". He's hard to do anything with.
First free throw, sinks that one. He has now made 3 out of 3 here in the half. 6:59 to go. We got a timeout on the floor.
A little bit of ice.
36-35. Corydon Central calling the timeout, down by a point here on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on the Perry Spencer Classic Championship game on 96.9 WKLO.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
36-35, Heritage Hills up by a point with 6:59 remaining here in the fourth quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. The Patriots return to the floor with Micah Toller, as well as Gunnar Lubehusen, Tate Wetzel, Trey Tyree, and Peyton Gray. Those are the guys that are out there right now. Second free throw, Wetzel knocks that in. So the icing did not work this time for the Panthers. They're down by 2, 37-35. And we now have less than 7 minutes to go in this fourth quarter in the Perry Spencer Championship game. Vessel has it front court, slides it from left to right, goes down to the baseline with it into a double team, backs it out to Lindemann. He threw it right to Lubyhusen, who stole it, but Lindemann steals it right back out to Withers, left wing spot up three.
Boom.
Bingo!
Oh, what a shot.
Hudson Withers with the ice water running through his veins.
Grant found him with that pass all the way across the court.
Late Christmas present exchange, and it ends up being a gift for the Panthers on that shot. Lubyhusen with it as the Panthers lead 38-37, their first lead in the second half. 5 lead changes now on the night. Tyree gets it on the left wing. He'll drive by Murphy, gets inside, goes up, and Withers influenced the shot at the end. Fessel got held on the way down, and he's going to get the foul here on Trey Tyree of the Patriots, although Jack would have been fine. Well, it would have been fine, but Tyree kind of Tyree didn't need to do that. He just need to let him fall to the ground. He could have been called for a travel if he hadn't gotten rid of it before that, but he bailed him out. And Tyree, first foul on him tonight. That'll be the first on the Patriots here in the fourth quarter. Panthers now up 1, have a chance to build on this small advantage that they have here on the road tonight.
Intense and physical right now.
Lindemann has it. Lubyhusen, Pryor, Wetzel, as well as Gray and Toller out there for Heritage Hills. McCarty has it on the right wing, down to the corner to Lindemann. Got to get it out of there. Grant does, but the ball got batted out of bounds off of Peyton Gray, so it will stay with the Panthers. Grant very fortunate on that because he was in no man's land.
Yeah, they had Gray and Wetzel both on him in the corner, boxed in.
Got to keep that ball out of the corners against this team. They have way too much length. Inbound comes to Jack Fessel, right side of the floor. Jack gets it, pulls up, knocks it down from 15 feet, right elbow. Jack's got 15 now, and the Panthers have taken the lead up to 3 at 40-37. Here's a drive. Pryor, man, that's just smooth.
Nice shot.
Lays it up and in, the little floater in the lane, and a deflection out of bounds off of Peyton Gray. The Panthers will inbound on the far side of the floor, left side from their vantage point. McCarty will get a break on the bench. Ben Gruber back in there with those 3 fouls. Gruber and Lindemann have 3 apiece for the Panthers. For the Patriots, Jake Pryor has 3. So that's the foul situation right now. 5:24 left, clock rolling fourth quarter. Panthers lead 40-39 over Heritage Hills. Lindemann takes it right side, gives it over to Murphy, left side. He couldn't gather in time for a shot as he was trying to keep it from going out of bounds. Murphy drives into Toller, pulls up, tough shot, missed it back of the rim, 14 feet away left side. Wetzel able to haul in the rebound underneath on the right side. Up ahead, Pryor, man, you got to stop him at half court. He cruised in for that too. Right over the front of the cylinder. 41-40, Heritage Hills back in front. 4:50 to go. Oh, what a layup. Jack Fessel goes reverse on the left side.
Barely squeezed that in.
He got it up off the front of the rim, and then Jake Pryor called for a travel in the backcourt off the inbound, and Coach Wetzel looks at him and he says, "You did."
Oh, man.
Pryor's looking to the bench for reassurance, and his coach gave him none of that.
This is a game and a half right now.
It's going to come right down to who has it last, the way it's playing out right now.
It certainly is.
4:40 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Panthers up by 2. Lindemann, deep 3, straight away, in and out, wouldn't go. Pryor comes away with the rebound right in the paint there for Heritage Hills.
It's 11 rebounds for Pryor.
He's been all over it. He is so long as a guard. Here it is to Wetzel. Gets it down low from Gray. Left block out to Gray. Open 3 left wing. That's long off the side of the rim. Right side rebound. Toller had it. He got pushed out of bounds, and technical foul being called. It's getting chippy out there. It's getting chippy out there. They got to stop this from getting any more out of hand than it is. Joseph Hinton's trying to get his players over to the bench. Devin Murphy definitely shoved Micah Toller out of bounds. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he did.
But then there's a technical, and let's see what happens here. Got to sort this out because it got real heated there at the end of that play. And all Joseph's trying to do is get clarification at this point, because one of the officials went over to talk to Josh Wetzel on the Heritage Hills bench, and then Joseph went over to try to talk to the official. He's telling Joey Wiseman, one of the assistants, to go over to the bench, and the Panther coaches just want to know what's going on. That's all they're trying to do. Get an explanation. I think they finally got one, but we're going to have to sort a few things out. A technical foul was assessed. We know the foul was on Murphy. That's his team second of the quarter. And Gunnar Lubehusen gets called. I think Lubehusen got teed up.
It's what it sounded like and looking like right now. There was so much of it.
There was a lot of chirping and a little bit of nudging and pushing there at the end of that play.
Everybody was in the corner of the court over there, and both teams, everybody was in one place. It was hard to see what exactly happened.
What Devin just did, I mean, that's you can't do that.
No.
You can't shove the guy when he's going out of bounds like that right into the railing there along the steps. That's really the first time we've seen Devin have a bad moment in this entire tournament. And Coach Hinton made it, and Joseph made it a point to talk to him there about that. He's saying, look, we can't have things like that happen.
He's got to keep his head up.
Everybody does right now. Everybody does. Not just, I mean.
This is so heavily contested on both ends.
It's been physical all night. You've seen a lot of pushing, and now the officials got to make sure this gets under control as Grant Lindeman steps up for the first free throw attempt of the night for the Panthers. He buries that first one. Corydon's lead is 2 now at 43-41 with 4:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Second one hits the front of the rim off the back and rolls in.
A little bit of nerve on that one, but it rolled in there.
He's got 8. Panthers will get it off of that. They'll come back out with Hudson Withers, Grant Lindeman, Jack Fessel, Devin Murphy, and Ben Groover. The Patriots out there with Gunnar Lubehusen, Peyton Gray, Micah Toller, Jake Pryor, and Tate Wetzel. The inbound will come from Groover into the backcourt to Grant Lindeman. Lindeman will give it to Jack Fessel. They've kind of designated him as the point guard. 44-41 with 4:12 and counting here in the fourth quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Corydon in front. Fessel drives by Gray, kicks it to Murphy. 3 right corner. Bingo! 13 for Devin Murphy. 47-41. Biggest lead for the Panthers is 6. Lubehusen crosses over into the front court. Drops it off to Gray on the right perimeter. Gray drives in, forces up a tough shot, drew the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. And now the Patriots back to the line as Jack Fessel just picked up his 3rd personal foul. A foul on Jack will be the team's 3rd of the quarter as well with 3:50 remaining. And Peyton Gray was 2 of 2 back in the first quarter. Back to the line again for the Patriots. First free throw, missed it, front of the rim. He'll have another shot coming here in a moment. 47-41. Gray on the season, 76% coming in. He's now 2 out of 3 tonight. Second free throw, he eyes it. He puts it up there, and he gets that one to go down for his 11th point. Gray, 1 of 2 in double figures, along with Jake Pryor, who leads the Patriots with 12 points. The Panthers, Fessel with 17. Murphy has 13 right now. And Lindeman on the doorstep with 8 points on the night. Here's Lindeman getting around Lubehusen, goes inside, got the foul, and they'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Nice drive.
That was hard fought. Lubehusen made him earn that one. That'll be the 4th foul on Gunnar Lubehusen after receiving the technical foul with 4:20 left. 3:35 remaining now, so 4 on Lubehusen, 4 on the Patriots here in the 4th and final quarter of regulation. First free throw is up and good for Lindeman. Grant can make this a 6-point lead again as Hudson Withers will check out. Back into the game is JoJo McCarty for the Panthers. JoJo 6'1" and a junior. Second free throw, Grant takes the breath, puts it up, and gets it to go down. Lindeman's got 10. The lead is up to 49-43 for the Panthers. 3:30 remaining fourth quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Terry Spencer Classic Championship game here at the Red Gym at Heritage Hills.
Need to stop here.
Gray with it. Oh, he lost it for a moment. Got it back. Goes to Wetzel on the back cut. He lays it up. Can't get it to go, but he draws the foul, and that may be on Ben Groover. And unfortunately for the Panthers, that's going to be 4 on Groover now. That'll be the team's 4th of the quarter as well.
It's good that didn't roll in. I believe they could have counted that one.
I don't think it was quite close enough there as far as the shot rolling in itself. I think they would have counted it had it gone in, but I don't think it was quite that close, fortunately. First free throw for Wetzel, he rimmed it. He rimmed it front and back, had made 4 straight. Tonight, with that miss, now he is, let's see here, 6 out of 9. 6, 8, 10. Yep, 6 out of 9 at the line. 4 fouls on Groover. He's still out there, I think. Joseph Hinton making a decision right now. He's trying to figure out what to do. He's turning around looking at his coaching staff down there. Wetzel ready to line up the second one. Missed it short again. Fessel had the rebound, but he lost it out of bounds on the right baseline. So the Patriots catch a break there. 3:17 to go. And Heritage Hills, 3 out of 6 in the quarter. They're just 9 out of 16 on free throws tonight.
Wow.
Again, very unusual for Heritage Hills teams. Luby Hughes and inbounds at the Pryor. Right corner fadeaway 3. Missed it back of the rim. Gray tried to get the rebound, but he was already off balance, falling backwards, and he tipped it out of bounds. The Panthers will get it.
He fell hard. He was way up there and leaned as far back as he could trying to get at him.
He was almost at a 45-degree angle there, I think.
He hit hard.
3:13 to go fourth quarter, 49-42. Corydon Central in front of Heritage Hills. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
3:13 to go here in the fourth quarter of play here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City, here on 96.9 WKLO. Hardinsburg, Corydon, Palmyra. Panthers up by 7. That ties the largest lead of this game. They will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. Incidentally, we mentioned earlier, North Harrison won both of their games today at the Cement City Classic in Mitchell. So the Cougars will play for the championship tomorrow evening at 6:30. We'll have that game for you right here on 96.9 WKLO. It'll be a much shorter drive for us going to the Hive tomorrow.
Much shorter.
And they will play the Lagodi Lions. Always a tough team. Josh Thompson in year 1 there. They've got a really good player in A.J. Foster the Cougars will have to look out for tomorrow.
But I will say this has been well worth the long drive to see this game. This has been a very good basketball game.
It truly has. It's been a classic so far. Here's Lindemann with it in the front court out of the timeout. He's got Luby Husen on him in the man-to-man. Lindemann dribbles left and cuts it back right. Backs it out near the timeline. The trap looks like it's going to come, but it won't as he drops it off to McCarty at midcourt. JoJo has it at the circle and got contact going on, I think, away from the basketball, and I think this is going to be on Jake Pryor, actually. And if that's the case, that's going to be his fourth. That is. Pryor and Luby Husen have 4 apiece for Heritage Hills. Pryor leads them in scoring at 15.9, although Gray averages 15.5. They're a very balanced team scoring. 2 free throws coming up for JoJo McCarty for Corydon Central. He left that first one short. JoJo had not been to the line in the tournament until now. Has 2 points on the night, has not been great at the free throw line this season.
He's like, all right, hold on, I'll get this one. Look over, coach.
He's never going to lack for confidence. Give him that. Second free throw on the way. That looked a little better, but it was still short off the front of the rim. So 0 for 2 at the line that time. Panthers now 4 out of 6 in the quarter. Still up 7, though. 2:40 and counting here in the fourth quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It's Pryor to Gray, right wing. Takes it, free throw line jumper, knocked it down. Peyton Gray with a nice shot there for his 13th point. 49-44, 2:26 and counting here in the final quarter of regulation. Heritage Hills down by 5. Lindemann with it into the front court. Now on the right side against Luby Husen. Drives it to the free throw line. Stops, backs it out. He's got Toller coming to trap him. Gives it up to Fessel now, left side of the half-court circle. Right side to Grant Lindemann. Lindemann with Toller on him. Dribbles out to the volleyball line, down to 2 minutes to go, and Toller just grabbed him right on the hip there. Foul on Micah Toller. That's going to be his third, and that will put the junior guard at 5'11" for Corydon Central at the charity stripe now, Grant Lindemann. He's got 10 points on the night for this Panther team. Make this a 7-point lead here again, if he can make both. First one on the way. Got that? 50-44. Corydon Central, going back over the last 10 seasons, has won 65% of their games when they score 50 or more points. Trying to repeat that here again. Free throw number 2, buried it. Got them both. He's made all 6 so far. Half of his points have come on free throws. 12 points for Lindemann. Less than 2 minutes to go. 1:56 left on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 51-44. Corydon Central. Pryor has it right wing. Double team. Trying to go to Wetzel, but he missed him entirely. Pryor thought he was going to cut toward the basket. Wetzel floated out to the corner, and that is a costly turnover for Heritage Hills.
That's huge.
Tyree comes in. He'll replace Pryor with those 4 fouls. So this is a defense for offense substitution here. Meanwhile, Groover is out for Corydon Central. In for him is Hudson Withers. Panthers.
Full court pressure.
Yep, they're going to face the Raft now. They got to get it up the floor quickly. Withers to Lindemann. Grant crosses over. Lubyhusen stole it, and he'll lay it up and in left side for his first 2 points of the night. What a time to get your first 2 if you're Gunnar Lubyhusen. Murphy gets it back to Lindemann after he got it from him on the inbound. Grant trying to get it across midcourt, does. Drives it inside, lost it, and they're going to call a foul on the Patriots.
Oh, my. I don't know about that one.
I don't either. I think they're going to call this one on Trey Tyree. No, it's on Lubyhusen. He just fouled out. Yikes.
Really didn't see much there for that foul.
I'll just say it like this. I think Grant got a little bit of a bailout that time.
Yeah.
To say the least. Oh, man. That's it for Lubyhusen. So that does hurt the Patriots as Pryor has to come right back in there. Gray, Pryor, Tyree, Wetzel, and Toller are the 5 on the floor now for the Patriots. First free throw, Grant buries that. Cool as a cucumber at that free throw line. Never seen that kid play any different from the time he was a freshman. He's been the same kind of player as far as his expression and his demeanor on the floor.
He is super consistent. I don't think you can get any more consistent than him.
Second free throw is good. 1:20 left here in the fourth quarter. 53-46 Panthers lead on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Pryor to Tyree left corner. Gets it out to the wing and now up top to Toller. Oh, man. They're going to call a foul on that. Oh no. Grant going to get called for a reach-in on Trey Tyree there at the top of the arc, and that's going to be the 4th foul now on Grant Lindemann with 1:11 to go.
Definitely popped the ball loose, but I don't know.
Or wait, did they call that? They didn't call a foul. They called a kick there.
Oh, kick.
I think that's what they called. It's the only thing I can conclude.
He popped the ball loose, but
It may have hit somebody's foot on the way down. There were a couple of guys there, so I guess it's just a kick ball, so we'll go with it. Pryor, 3, left to the top of the key, off the front of the rim. Rebound, though, to Tyree on the offensive board. Back out to Gray, left side. He'll take it down to the right side of the lane. This time it'll be a foul on Grant Lindemann with 59.5 seconds to go. No, it's on Jack Fessel. That'll be his 4th now. Okay. So Jack's got 4. Grant, by the way, still has 3. Peyton Gray to the line for 2 shots for Heritage Hills. He went 1 of 2 his last trip. He is 3 out of 4 tonight with 13 points to his credit. All of his field goals have been 2s. They're down by 7 with 59.5 seconds to go. Panthers trying to win their first Harry Spencer Classic since 2021. Gray hits the first one off the front rim, back rim, and it goes down. 53-47. Hudson Withers will check in for Ben Groover for Corydon Central. Offense for defense. Heritage Hills trying to win their 3rd consecutive tournament that they've appeared in. They were not in it last year. Second free throw for Gray. Knocks it down. 15 for him. Timeout from Corydon Central with 59.5 seconds to go. 53-48. On the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, you're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball on the Perry Spencer Classic Championship on 96.9 WKLO.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
59.5 seconds to go. Corydon up by 5, 53-48 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here in the championship game of the Perry Spencer Classic here at the Red Gym at Heritage Hills High School. Inbound, thrown to Jack Thessel. Peyton Gray steps in to knock it away with 58.4 seconds to go.
Peyton Gray is everywhere. He's been like it all night, but he's really turned it up here in this quarter.
Inbound will come from the Corydon backcourt. JoJo McCarty inbounds it to Hudson Withers. Withers got to get it out of there. Well, he just drew a foul on Tate Wetzel, who is down on the floor.
I think he fell awkward some way.
His dad trying to help him, but man, he just, I don't know. It was kind of strange the way he fell. It wasn't a conventional like straight down. He kind of turned sideways a little bit there.
He had his feet together and he turned sideways and he just kind of rolled with it. I don't know whether I
sure hope he's okay, because man, that's one of those that could be a fluke injury sometimes.
He's a major factor in that team.
Well, he's
inside. He's dominated inside all night.
He's the biggest guy they have. He really has to be hurting because he is still not up. He's still on his back. The Heritage Hills trainer is looking at him. Truly though, you hate to see that happen to anybody. Especially somebody like him who's worked as hard as he has tonight.
He's setting up now, so that's an improvement.
His dad is walking away from him for now. The Panthers, I think, will go to the line. But the official is going to keep things stopped because the trainer's still out on the court. Wetzel's on the sideline, but he's kind of laying right there on that sideline over there in front of the Heritage Hills bench. That's on the far side of the floor from our vantage point. The Corydon bench is down below us. Wetzel is up. He's walking a little slow. And it looks like he's going to be okay, but whether he comes back or not, he's going back to the training room for right now, so I don't know.
He's walking quite slow, like he's a little dazed or something. I don't know if he hit his head or I'm not sure what happened, but he felt really awkward.
It was certainly a very, very unusual circumstance. Hudson Withers touched every part of the rim before that one went down as he steps up for two shots. That foul on Wetzel was his first, by the way.
He turned around and clenched his fist and shook it.
Yes. Dyson Engelbrecht.
He was so happy to get that to go in.
Dyson Engelbrecht, 5'10" sophomore, is in for Heritage Hills, replacing Wetzel. Second free throw is good. Hudson goes 2 for 2. He's got 7 points. That three he made earlier in the quarter was a pivotal shot for the Panthers.
That was huge. That turned the game around.
Here's Gray off the inbound, 53 seconds. Patriots down 55-48. Gray takes it to the top of the key, spins in the lane. What a move there. Goes up, and he lays it in left side. Timeout, Josh Wetzel, Heritage Hills. 47.5 seconds to go. Withers will check back in for the Panthers. This will be a full timeout for Heritage Hills. With 47.5 seconds to go, the Patriots trying to extend this game as long as they can. We'll stay with it for right now. But this one said it could come down to who has it last. Well, at this point, the Panthers have enough of a lead. If they can just continue to move the ball up the floor and get the right guys at the free throw line to knock them down, they have a really good shot here. But they've got to continue to – they got to take care of the basketball here. They're going to get a heavy dose of full court pressure.
Yeah, it's going to be really really rough.
And whoever catches it has got to be ready to move that ball ahead. You've got to be aggressive against it. If you can get one pass up the floor against that press, I think you can get to the backside and potentially get a basket out of it. If nothing else, you can get to the line.
They're going to be ready to trap immediately, or it's going to be intense. There's no doubt about it. The Patriots pressing. They love to get that trap set quick, and they do a great job. You just got to get that ball moving, like you said. They got to get it moving quick.
They're so long, too. If you get stuck in a corner, it's very difficult to get out of there.
Not impossible to get out of it. When they got Grant a while ago, he was stuck.
47.5 seconds to go. First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard inbound, almost stolen. Oh, Aiden Fisher almost got that one in the right corner. He knocked it away from Grant. And fortunately for the Panthers, he never got it clean. So,
just as rough from the other side now. Here it comes.
Well, this is an even tougher angle to inbound from, too. The inbound pass is thrown, and it's intercepted by Micah Toller. He gets it left side. Tucked away. Hudson Withers knocked it away from behind.
Withers snuck in behind and popped that ball loose.
Oh, my goodness. And he popped it to Jack Fessel, who ran it up the floor and got fouled at midcourt right after that happened. What a play. Hudson Withers with two of the clutch plays for the Panthers here in the fourth quarter.
What a play.
Wow. That was just remarkable because Toller had a free ride into the basket. And the next thing you know, the ball just came right out of his hand. Fessel at the line, rattles in the first free throw. Jack's got 18 points now, 5 here in the quarter. His first free throw of the night. 56-50 with 39.3 seconds to go. Gruber back out there for Withers to play defense for Corydon Central.
I tell you, that's the playmaker of the night to me right now. Those little things really add up quick.
Second free throw good for Jack. Fessel's got 19 now. Here's a drive. Pryor kicks it out to the corner to Engelbrecht on the left side. Straight away to Toller for a three. Left it off the left side of the rim short. Lindemann saves the rebound to JoJo McCarty. Throws it across the floor to Ben Gruber. He gets fouled in the backcourt.
Oh, he got hammered.
And man, did he get hit hard. One of these guys is a football player. The other one's not. Peyton Gray, by the way, is the one who is the answer to that question. Gray will pick up the foul for Heritage Hills, his third, and that'll send Ben Gruber to the stripe for 2 shots. He has 2 points, got that way back in the second quarter. All the Panthers' free throws have come in the fourth quarter tonight. This will be their 15th and 16th attempts here in the quarter. 7-point lead, the biggest either team has had. Gruber's first is up, and he rattles it in. The biggest lead is now 8. Corydon Central leading with 21.2 seconds to go, and they can taste that championship now. It'll be the first one in 4 years, the fourth one in program history in this tournament. Second free throw also down the hatch.
They have earned everything they've got tonight. This has been a tough ball game.
Ray drives it left side, sweeping layup. Can't get it to go. Toller put back, no good. Toller put back, banks it in off the glass. Timeout. Josh Wetzel and Heritage Hills with 10.9 seconds to go here in the fourth and final quarter here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City. 59-52. The Patriots, I think, if my counts are right, still have 1 timeout left. This is going to be a short one. You start to see the Heritage Hills fans clearing the bleachers, though. They're getting the sense that this one's over. Meanwhile, we get a drive-by from Dakota Brooks, who's in the building tonight, the head coach of the North Harrison Lady Cats. By the way, they got a split at Orleans on Saturday. They lost the first game to a very good Edgewood team, but my goodness, did they rally in the second half of that game, or the second game, I should say.
Yeah.
They led 55-6 at halftime against Eastern Green and route to a 67-19 win. So congratulations to the Lady Cats on getting the win there at Orleans on Saturday. Corydon girls going to Brebeuf Jesuit Preparatory School tomorrow. And the reason I say it like that is because Bob Lovell, the host of Indiana Sports Talk, has to spell it out because his grandson went to high school there. And then, of course, the North Harrison boys playing at Mitchell tomorrow in the championship game of the Cement City Classic. Corydon Central trying to close this one out here. Jack Fessel, what a catch down the floor. And he's going to be called for a double dribble. He got caught in the air. He tried to go up for a reverse layup. Gray would have blocked it. But he comes down with the basketball, and that's going to be a turnover on the Panthers here with 7.9 to go. It may not matter much in the grand scheme, though. Dyson Engelbrecht is in. Aiden Fisher is out for Heritage Hills, out there with Micah Toller, Trey Tyree, Peyton Gray, as well as Jake Pryor. Pryor inbounds it to Gray, runs it up the floor left side, fires a deep three, short side rim. Van Gruber rebound. Final seconds roll off. You can crown them champions after 3 years of coming up short, being the runner-up in this tournament. For the fourth time ever, the Corydon Central Panthers are the champions of the Perry Spencer Classic. And it's the first time they've won this tournament in 4 years. Corydon Central caps off the run of 3 games over the span of a weekend, and they beat the Heritage Hills Patriots tonight on their home court, 59-52, to clinch the 2025 PSC Holiday Classic Championship. They did it against the Patriots in 2021. They fell short to the Patriots the last 2 times they faced them in the championship in 2022 and 2023, but they were not to be denied in this game tonight. The end of the third, into the fourth quarter, certainly the key run for this Corydon Central basketball team. They're about to receive the trophy. The basketball on the black stand. The basketball is in a gold color on that black stand, appropriate for the team that wears black and gold as they raise the trophy in front of their bench. The Corydon Central Panthers beat the Heritage Hills Patriots tonight. A huge win here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School in Lincoln City. The final score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard tonight, it's the Corydon Central Panthers 59 and the Heritage Hills Patriots 52. The Panthers are now 8-1 on the season. They have won 3 straight coming out of this game. The Patriots are now 8-3 after the loss tonight. What a victory for this Corydon team, and what a thrilled team they were. Joseph Hinton said on day 1 of this tournament, we don't want to just get to the championship. We want to win it this time. And after being the runner-up the last 3 years in this tournament, they finally are raising the trophy. They have won it for the 4th time in the history of Corydon Central boys basketball. We're going to head to a break here in just a moment. We'll come back. We'll head into our Davis Crushstone postgame show on the other side. We'll have final stats and analysis. We'll also talk to head coach Joseph Hinton as well, as the Panthers are coming home with a trophy tonight, 59-52 over Heritage Hills. You're listening to Corydon Central Panthers basketball in the Perry Spencer Classic Championship game right here on 96.9 WKLO.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
Well, it is a victory tonight for the Corydon Central Panthers. They have won the 2025 edition of the Perry Spencer Classic here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City. The final score tonight on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, it's Corydon Central 59 and Heritage Hills 52. A hard-fought physical game. It came down to free throw shooting in the fourth quarter for the Panthers. A few timely misses for the Heritage Hills Patriots, as well as some key defensive rebounds. A big turning point there in that fourth quarter with 4:20 to go. There was a bit of a scuffle down there on the far side of the court in right corner where the Panthers were up by a point. Evan Murphy had fouled on the play, pushing a Heritage Hills player in Micah Toller out of bounds. And from there, a technical foul had been assessed on Gunnar Lubehusen of Heritage Hills. Grant Lindemann made both free throws, and the Panthers, up by 3 at that point, were able to stretch that lead out, eventually got it to 7, led by as many as 9 here tonight on the road in a true road game in this championship. And the Panthers prevail 59-52 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, their first tournament championship here at the Perry Spencer since 2021. And it is the 4th time this Corydon team has won this tournament in their program's history. What an accomplishment this is for this team. They had been runner-up for 3 straight tournaments. They just had to fight, scratch, and claw, find a way to get the win here tonight. Did exactly that against a very gritty team in Heritage Hills. Foul trouble plagued the Patriots really in the second half, especially in that fourth quarter. They had to move some guys around, had to make some substitutions there that they probably normally wouldn't make because of that foul trouble. That certainly played a factor in it, but to the Panthers' credit, they stepped up to the line cool as the other side of the pillow for most of that fourth quarter. Went 14 out of 16 at the free throw line. Those were the only free throws they shot tonight here in their win over Heritage Hills. So they're going to come home with a trophy into Corydon tonight, winning this tournament and doing it for the 4th time ever, and the first time in 4 years as well. They were runner-up in 2022 to Heritage Hills, over at Tell City in a hard-fought game, runner-up at South Spencer in a blowout loss 2 years ago. Last year lost to Charlestown by a point, but this Panther team was going to do it tonight as they get the win 59-52. Head coach Joseph Hinton is with us now in our Davis Crushstone post-game show. Panthers are tournament champions tonight. Well, Joseph, first of all, congratulations to you and your guys on a hard-fought win tonight. First time you won this tournament in 4 years and your 5th straight championship appearance, but this time you guys are the ones going home with the trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it couldn't have been done without these special players we got in this community that we have, the people that showed up tonight to come support these guys. I mean, it's just tremendous. Again, this is like playing for something down the road. This gets you prepared for when you get to March, and I thought these boys had a lot of stuff thrown at them tonight, and I thought we handled it very well.
Yeah, it certainly did. And, I mean, it was one of those games, though, it just seemed like there was a lid on the rim there for both teams, especially in that first quarter. It was just hard to get anything going offensively. You guys had a 4-1 lead, what felt like forever in that first quarter. They went on a 6-0 run, came back out the lead at the end of the first, but your guys just continued to take the shots that you normally take. You kept running your offense, and even though it was a physical game, I thought you guys still did a pretty good job handling it overall.
Absolutely. The ball wasn't going in. We talked about it at halftime. I said, we held them to 21. We said defense wasn't our problem. We played decent defense. We just had a couple bad possessions there. We let them get open, but offensively, the ball was sticking in our hands, and we weren't running what we wanted to run. I thought in the second half we did a better job of getting space, getting the players where they need to be, and then our guys hit some big-time shots for us and really closed out the game. Devin hitting big threes, Jack getting to the basket and finishing. Grant, a true leader out there tonight as our point guard, being able to control the basketball and all the bumps that he got throughout the night, but really able to finish off the game, making those free throws is huge. But everybody stepped up tonight. You got, Hudson came off the bench, gave us a little spark there in the second half. Gruber knocking down a couple of free throws there in the end, Hudson too. Those are important. When you have a 4 or 5 point game, knocking down those free throws in the end matters, and I was really proud of our guys for getting it done.
Yeah, it was those little plays. You guys really had a tough time, I know, first half, especially on the glass against them. They have so much length, athleticism. They're so physically strong on the inside. But then in the second half, I thought the effort was a little bit better on the boards, and you guys did a much better job holding them to one shot and out after that.
Yes, I mean, they're really long. They're really physical, and they just crashed the boards. We talked about that before the game. That's one of their biggest strengths, and we were letting that happen there in the first half an awful lot, but I thought in the second half we did a great job of trying to keep them to one shot and out. And when we did, we were able to get into a better flow of things as well, because you take the air out of them. If you take away what the other team really wants to do, that's when you can be successful. And I thought our guys really bought into that there in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And Plus, what was huge was, too, Joe, you guys were down 7 there at one point in the third quarter, and it just kind of looked like you guys were still stuck a little bit on the offensive end. But I thought your defense kept you in it during that stretch, just like they did in the first half. And then next thing you know, you get to the end of the third, you guys are only down a basket after having to work hard to get back into it.
We changed things up a little bit. Throwing out the press there, our guys really got after it. I thought the energy picked up. They wanted it. They understood what was happening out there on the court and how physical Heritage Hills was playing. So we decided to just use one of our things to go at them with it. They did a great job. We haven't practiced a whole lot of press, and honestly, I thought they came in and they gave us a lot of effort on that. We got hands-on passes, got some hands on some dribbling into the paint. Just came up with some huge plays. Again, I can't thank these kids enough for me just being a part of their lives and what they're capable of doing. It's a blessing. It truly is, and it has nothing to do with us. I tell you that. It has everything to do with those kids, and it's been a joy to coach them so far.
Well, they're a special group. They've shown that so far in the season, and obviously they just stepped up big. You guys were up a point there. I know of 4:20 to go in the fourth. There was a push. Devin had been called for a foul, and then there was kind of a little bit of a scuffle that broke out there. A technical was called on Heritage Hills, and had a lot to sort out. I saw you guys your guys came over to the bench there, and you guys just talked to them and said, look, we got to let cooler heads prevail here. And thankfully, Grant made the 2 free throws on the technical to give you guys a 3-point lead there.
I never had a doubt in my mind that he was going to knock those in. That's the type of kid that he is, but I couldn't be more proud of Devin in that situation. I'm not escalating it. The kid came in and chucked him, and, we could have lost our cool there, but I thought we did a decent job of separating. I think they saw red a little bit because I was running out there on the court. I don't know if that looked funny or not, but I'm out there, screaming and yelling, trying to get them away from it.
Right.
I was like, hey, we got to stop this. But no, they understood. And honestly, Devin, the one that was in the altercation, comes over and says, guys, it's not a big deal. Let's just play basketball.
Right.
And that's a senior leader right there for you.
Yes.
I could tell that, especially Jack, Grant, and Devin tonight, showed that their experience throughout the times that they have played already in varsity really showed tonight, and our guys just wanted the game more in the end, and that's huge to see. Jasper, we let it get to us a little bit. North Harrison, we let those games get to us a little bit, but tonight, like we said earlier, all those tests that we have, if you learn from them, then you will succeed in the end, and our guys did that tonight. This is a turning point for us. We need to make sure that our eyes stay focused on our goals and our aspirations, and need to understand that January is going to be a tough schedule. And we're going to enjoy this one tonight. We're going to enjoy this one for a while. But I tell you what, we're going to get back to work as soon as we get back to Corydon.
No doubt. Well, and of course, Devin made the 3 right after all that happened, after Grant made the technical free throws, and then Hudson makes a big shot, and then Micah Toller driving left baseline off of a steal. You guys are up 5, and then Hudson comes up behind him, pokes it away, gets it to Jack, who makes 2 free throws after he gets fouled. And it's those kinds of plays that lifted you guys to that 7-point lead, and you guys did a good job maintaining it down the stretch.
Again, I had no doubt after that altercation happened. We actually set it up in the huddle. I said, we're going to run angle 3 as soon as Grant knocks down these 2 free throws.
Right.
Jack, you're going to kick it there. Devin, you're going to knock it down. I had no doubt in my mind. He was coming around joking around. I was like, hey, coach, when it was getting down to the nitty gritty there, he's like, hey, you think I can shoot another 3? I was like, Devin, let's just win this ball game.
Right.
And, he was joking around, I think. But I knew that was going in the moment it left his hands. Again, big-time plays by big-time players.
Yeah, absolutely. So a championship now. You guys have checked this goal off of your list here for the season. And now, as you say, you get into January, and this is where you start getting into a lot of the meat of your schedule now, so to speak, as you start playing a lot of conference games here coming up once you get out of the break. But first thing coming up will be next Saturday, Southwestern Hanover on the road, a very formidable team, and a team that is always hard to deal with on the offensive end of the floor. Plus, it's on the road this year after you beat them at home last year.
Yeah, we know they like to push it. We know they like to shoot. So we got to be prepared for that. I think they're averaging 70-something points a game. I mean, that could have changed after today's tournament they played in, but that's a high-powered offense that we got to get ready to be able to defend, and we're going to have to attack them in their weak points on the offensive end. So that's a big game coming up on Saturday, long drive, and we just got to be prepared.
Well, congratulations, Coach, on the win here tonight. The trophy finds its way to us as Jack brings it up here, sitting right behind us now. So there it is, bringing the championship trophy. Congratulations on this win tonight for you and your guys. Safe travels back home, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the new year as well.
Thank you guys for coming out and supporting us. Thank you to all the Corydon fans out there that came out to support us. And for those who couldn't make it, please come out and watch these boys the rest of the season. They deserve it. They're a hardworking group, and I'm just proud to be a part of it. So thank you guys so much. And as always, go Panthers.
All right, Joseph Hinton joining us here at our Davis Crushto postgame show. Corydon Central victorious tonight by a final of 59-52 over Heritage Hills. On the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, he'll carry that trophy out with pride tonight as the Corydon Central team is now 8-1. They've won 3 straight after winning this tournament this weekend. And the Panthers now going to look to head to the 2026 half of the schedule, where they will go to Southwestern Hanover next Saturday to take on the Rebels, who lost both of their games today at the Jefferson County Invitational Tournament over in Madison. Southwestern lost to Brownstown Central this morning, and then this evening they fell to Paoli, so they'll play in the 5th place game over there tomorrow afternoon at Connor Salm Gymnasium in Madison. Let's go through the final numbers here for this matchup tonight. We'll start with the Heritage Hills Patriots. Peyton Gray, 17 points. He led the way. He had a great fourth quarter for Heritage Hills. He had 7 in that fourth quarter, 3 out of 4 at the free throw line with a couple of baskets on drives. Gray, the leading scorer tonight for Heritage Hills. Jake Pryor tallied 12. He had a couple of impressive drives to the bucket there in the fourth quarter as he scored 6 in each half. Pryor with 12 total tonight in this loss for Heritage Hills. Tate Wetzel had 8 points in this game. Most of that came at the free throw line tonight for Wetzel. He had 6 of his 8 points in the second half, including his only field goal in the third quarter. Meantime, Micah Toller, a big 7 points off the bench, a big 3 there in the second quarter to go with the 2 in the third, another 2 in the fourth. So Toller was 7. Trey Tyree, 6 points tonight, 2 in the first quarter, 4 in the third. So Tyree was 6 tonight for the Patriots. And then Gunnar Lubehusen with a big basket there late that kept the Patriots alive. He finishes with 2 points before fouling out of tonight's contest. Tyson Engelbrecht and Aiden Fisher both saw time but did not score for the Patriots tonight. They shot 12 of 17 in the second half from the floor and end up 19 out of 43 tonight for 44%. 3-point shooting, 3 out of 12 for 25%. They just missed a lot of free throws in the first half, 4 out of 8 in the first half. They made both attempts in the third quarter and went 5 out of 8, though, in that fourth quarter. Certainly played a little bit of a role. 11 out of 18, 61% here tonight for Heritage Hills at the free throw line. For Corydon Central, Jack Fessel, 19 points. He leads the way tonight in all scorers, I should say, as Jack had 13 in the second half, 7 in the third, 6 in the fourth, including 2 free throws late that helped ice this win tonight for the Panthers. So Jack with 19 to lead all scorers. Grant Lindemann in double figures with 14, made all 8 of his free throws in that fourth quarter. Certainly a crucial statistic there in this Panther win. So Grant ends up with 14. He had 12 of his 14 in the second half. Devin Murphy had 13 points, made that big 3 to make it 47-41 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Devin finishes his night with 13 points. Hudson Withers had all 7 of his points off the bench in the fourth quarter, a 2, a massive 3, and then a pair of free throws down the stretch for the Panthers. Ben Groover with 4, had 2 in the second quarter, made 2 free throws in the fourth. He finishes with 4 points. And then JoJo McCarty with the first basket of the night, 2 points for JoJo to round out the scoring for the Panthers. Evan Bennett was the only other Panther who came off the bench tonight. He did not score. The Panthers were 12 out of 23 shooting in the second half, and total made 20 out of 53 shots tonight for 37%. 3-point shooting for the Panthers, 3 out of 6 in the second half, 5 out of 15 tonight in total, 33%. They shot every single free throw in the fourth quarter, 14 out of 16, 88% at the free throw line here tonight. It was 7-4 Heritage Hills in a low-scoring first quarter. In the second quarter, the two teams were knotted up at 14 apiece as Heritage Hills, after back-to-back Jake Pryor trays, went up 21-18 into the locker room. Third quarter, Heritage Hills pushed the lead out to 7 a couple different times, but the Panthers came back, cut the lead to 2 going into the fourth at 35-33 after outscoring Heritage Hills 15-14 in that third quarter. In the fourth quarter, the Panthers made 14 free throws and outscored the Patriots 26-17 to get the win tonight, 59-52 over Heritage Hills. Taking a look at the additional numbers tonight, rebounding went to Heritage Hills big time, 35-18, the advantage for the Patriots on the glass. Jake Pryor finished with 11 points to go with his, or 11 rebounds, I should say, to go with his 12 points. Pryor had 1 offensive rebound tonight. Tate Wetzel, 9 rebounds, 2 of those on the offensive glass. Meantime, 6 rebounds for Peyton Gray on the night, 1 offensive rebound for Gray. Trey Tyree and Micah Toller both collected 4 rebounds. Tyree had 2 offensive rebounds. Toller, all 4 of his rebounds came on the offensive side of the floor. And then Gunnar Lubehusen with 1 rebound tonight. 35 total rebounds for Heritage Hills in this game tonight. They had 10 offensive rebounds among those 35 total. For the Panthers, 18 rebounds in this contest, 3 of those on the offensive glass. Jack Fessel led the way with 7 rebounds tonight to go with his 19 points. Devin Murphy had 4 rebounds in this game. Ben Groover with 3 boards, 1 on the offensive end. Grant Lindeman had 2 rebounds tonight. JoJo McCarty and Hudson Withers both had 1 as well. Withers had his 1 rebound on the offensive glass. Turnovers, not very many for the Panthers. 5 total turnovers tonight, 2 in the first half, 3 in the second half. Heritage Hills had 6 turnovers in the first half, 8 in the second half, a total of 14 turnovers for the Patriots, who had 6 assists on 19 made shots. Kate Wetzel with 2 assists tonight to lead the way. Lubehusen, Gray, Pryor, and Toller all had 1 assist tonight for the Patriots. For the Panthers, 7 assists on 20 made shots. Grant Lindeman had 3 to his credit. Jack Fessel dished out 2 assists. JoJo McCarty and Ben Groover both had an assist tonight for the Corydon Central Panthers in their 59-52 win over Heritage Hills. We'll take one more break. We'll come back and wrap things up tonight here from the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School in Lincoln City. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball in the Perry Spencer Classic Championship right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Well, as we begin to wrap things up tonight here on our Davis Crushstone postgame show, it is Corydon Central prevailing 59-52 over Heritage Hills. They win their first PSC Holiday Classic since 2021, the 4th in program history as well, after finishing runner-up for the last 3 years. Panthers are now 8-1 on the season. They'll head into the 2026 portion of the schedule with a road game at Southwestern Hanover this coming Saturday, January 3rd. And they'll take on the Rebels at King Gymnasium in Hanover. The Panthers are back home on Wednesday, January the 7th. They'll host Rock Creek Academy that night, and then they'll go to Floyd Central on Friday, January the 9th on Joe Hinton Court over there in the Knobs. Meantime, Heritage Hills 8-3. They'll return to action a week from Friday. They'll be on the road at Gibson Southern as they begin a stretch of 5 straight Pocket Athletic Conference games. The first 3 will be on the road. The Patriots will be at Gibson Southern on Friday, January 9th, before traveling to the Hatchet House to face Washington on January 10th. And then on January 16th, the Patriots will go to Petersburg to take on the Pike Central Chargers after that. So the scores today in the rest of the games, the 7th place game went to the South Spencer Rebels. They beat Tell City 90-62. 5th place went to Evansville Christian, beating Crawford County 62-58. Boonville over Perry Central in the 3rd place game, 76-40. Tomorrow, we will be over at the Hive in Mitchell as the North Harrison Cougars will play for the championship game of the Cement City Classic. We'll be closer to home for the Cougars game right here on 96.9 WKLO. The Cougars won both their games today in Pool A, beating Eastern Pekin 73-46 this afternoon before turning around and getting by Mitchell in the second game of the day, 62-59. So the Cougars will be taking on Lagodi for the championship game tomorrow at 6:30 from the Hive in Mitchell. So North Harrison fans listening, if you can, make your way to the Hive tomorrow. But if you can't, we'll have the game covered for you right here on 96.9 WKLO. The championship game at 6:30 between Lagodi and North Harrison tomorrow from the Hive in Mitchell on the campus of Mitchell High School. Our Davis Crushstone pregame show will start at about 6:10 tomorrow evening over in Mitchell. So we invite you to join us tomorrow night, and we'll be covering the Cougars matchup as they look to win a championship tomorrow evening over in Lawrence County. As we close up shop for the night, we'd like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors: Harrison County Hospital, Denny's Carpet, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, and Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, Ivy Tech Community College in Sellersburg, Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Bender Lumber, First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage in Paoli, and Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. Most of all, thanks to you for listening to our Corydon Central Boys Basketball broadcast tonight. Again, the final on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard: Corydon Central 59, Heritage Hills 52. The Panthers are champions of the PSC Holiday Classic for the fourth time in program history. We thank you for listening to our broadcast and for tuning into our postgame coverage presented by Davis Crushed Stone. Located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushed Stone at 812-347-2707. For our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton saying have a great night from here at the Red Gym on the campus of Heritage Hills High School here in Lincoln City. Also, our thanks to Athletic Director Jason Engelbrecht and all the staff here at Heritage Hills for their hospitality here tonight. What a great job they did hosting this tournament. As always, it's a fantastic tournament to be a part of, and we're honored to be able to broadcast the games for Corydon Central in this prestigious event. This reminder on the way out: keep your heads held high, love each other, be a light in your community, and may God bless America. Thanks again for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. You have been listening to coverage of Corydon Central Panthers basketball in the PSC Holiday Classic Championship right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
This broadcast on Real Country 96.9 WKLO has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Davis Crushed Stone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center. Thanks for supporting local athletes, local schools, and local radio. This has been Real Country